I imagine I might get. I think I might be alright to get a few views on this one. You know, on people might be interested in this one.
Some view farming going. We're clown on Astro. We're clown on Astro for missing the 6 AM wake up.
I can just imagine the number of people right now. There they are. I can imagine the number of people who are waking up right now and having like double take as they look at their phone when they're checking the scores. What do you mean? What do you mean? Like clicking on the match again? Like, nah, I just need to verify this. Is it real?
I woke up in the morning with a Twitter notification of my face and Cass's face. Fucking documents, bro. Just like documents.
It was the before times. In the before times, they did not know what they're capable of.
All right, yeah, all right. I'm gonna grab a drink. You guys are in charge.
That's right. And if you also think
Damn, in charge.
just like them, and that your dreams become a reality, then maybe you should give it a go and sign up.
Wait, does this? How do the EWC slots work this year? Do you know? Is it the same as last year, where the?
I don't know.
I'm just thinking about what a pivotal moment.
Might just be locked. So like China's gonna get more spots. They might just change it to like something less, something more fixed. Cause last year it was like fucking we got like 1 trillion spots in EU just for fun.
Yeah. Wait, can you add me on Discord?
Yeah.
Falcons. It's gonna be a good one. I'm very excited. You have a lot to say already. I can tell. So the teams are getting ready to take to the stage. Let's talk about what we've seen so far and who we think is gonna make it out of this.
Yeah, you know, I think this is going to be really a bellwether clash for the Falcons, who struggled against once again in EWC last year. We'll see what they can do this time. They're also a team that's been playing a very different style, playing a little bit more Mauga and Rush, where once again looked fantastic, playing the Winston, which is definitely their comfort zone here. So it's going to be a clash.
Wait, someone asked me a question in chat.
Like Proper and
How were you coaching for TL and playing for Shikigami at the same time? Unfortunately, that is not me. I wish I was as good as that guy. That guy is really cool. I talked to him in Stockholm. There's like 3 or 4 Dannys at this point.
Just that you get a team of them going.
But how are Falcons going to fare in that mirror composition? I can't wait to see what the
EU is actually gonna be a dog. EU is such a dogfight region for these land spots. I swear, there's like 5+ teams that could realistically take land spots. It's such a mess.
To decide to mirror that once again, like so many times in history where Koreans have decided to mirror China, how are they going to do?
Well, we are about to find out, dear Johnny, because the teams are ready to take to the stage. So let's welcome them to the big one in Hangzhou.
Falcons, the #1 seed out of Korea. Many would say that makes them the #1 in the world, but they're facing the Chinese squad on home turf. Once again, put out a huge performance, and Falcons, well, I wouldn't say that weighs on them too much. These are tenured professionals.
Do you have the coaching documents? I saw Hunter with them. I do have the documents. But you know,
Nice.
the secret that people don't know is that the documents are actually it's a Google drawing. It's not a document.
Breaking the immersion.
You can hear the crowd getting loud for the hometown favorites.
I do like the joke though.
You guys get so much shit for that, I swear. Uncoachable feeling propaganda against you for like doing prep as a coach. Like,
I mean, I think it's funny. So I don't care. I mean, I have my own opinion. These guys were giving me a draft of the week when we had the better draft, even though we lost. But we lost, so you know.
yeah,
I'll
I
take
saw
the flak for it. It's okay.
Yeah, it's like 80% of the influence is whether you win or lose the match. If you win, you're a
Yeah.
drafting genius. If you lose, then there's 5 of them.
Yeah, like I remember there was that one. It was like you guys for not like, God, you guys like didn't ban Diva or something against VP.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
People
But it's
giving
like
us
you
so
need to
much
play
shit.
on a brig. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I
Yeah.
don't know. You get so much shit for bans every time you lose. It's kind of whatever.
yeah, it's just you lose. So whatever.
I'm actually. Oh, sorry. You finish.
What's up? Oh, I was just gonna say, the match is basically determined by map 3.
Yeah,
Is my thoughts. So
I agree.
if you're 0-2 down, it's basically impossible to like do
Yeah.
anything.
People give teams so much shit for banning, but I feel like it's impossible to know if the ban's actually good or not unless you're in the team. Like,
And
people,
then you have hindsight. Yeah.
yes, people gave us an ungodly amount of shit for not banning out Mauga comp in our games that we lost, but that was literally all we'd practice all week, and we just shit the bed in the game. Like, we could have banned Mauga,
Yeah.
but we still would have lost it. Like, we played so bad, we would have lost on any comp, but people were just flaming the fuck out of us for the comps we played, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I was.
I need my cope section. X. You guys are giving me shit. Like
Mate,
you got on one of the episodes,
you-
you gave me draft of the week, and then didn't explain anything. You just said this was a shit draft. I'm like, okay, are you gonna say what was wrong?
The problem is the draft of the week happens at the end, so it's in like the wrap-up section, you know. So it's like we're at the. It's all right. I mean, next episode, I feel like we actually have to get someone from Nightmare on again. It has to be.
I'm just giving me shit too.
I'm beaming for them, you know. Like fuck.
Yeah.
What a
I mean, like
fucking
we're
result.
down 0-2. We're down 0-2, and obviously he's just gonna protect Ana like 3 times. Like, what can I do?
You're living in the past, Danny. I'm living in the glorious
I
NA
know.
future.
Yeah, this is one of those classic things where people looking at another team's bans. It's so easy to just flame them, even when you have because you have no idea what's going on. It's like an impossible thing to judge, I think, unless it's like blatantly bad. Like we did a blatantly bad one that was worth like dissing, where we like played Diva, Widow, Mirror, and Dorado or something. But most of the time, I don't think you can really bans too much.
Look at that previous series, right? And we felt really dodgy about. We felt really dodgy about the King's Row
I
pick
felt
and
dodgy
the
about
bans
King's
on
Row.
Ilios ban as well. We were like, why have they not banned Bull? I mean, they did lose that map as well, so maybe we can still we can commit some merit there. But
Yeah, I get my spectator points for that one.
Yeah, I bet that map where they ban Ana, they waste their Ana and their monkey ban. That's not going in draft of the week because they won 3-1.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
Yeah.
that's never going to not ever again because they won the series.
I mean, they won, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's the
Yeah,
same thing that
yeah.
happened. You remember that after the new Queen Street, and we were like critical, or like Jake said on the desk, like, Crazy Raccoon cooking too much, blah blah blah. And I was like, but also they would have won every scrim by a country mile. Like before,
Yes.
Exactly.
before we recorded Uncoachable, Smash was showing us a replay of them playing against the Bull comp against Crazy Raccoon on New Queen Street, just fucking laughing. Like, what can we do?
Yeah.
Like, it's just fucking, like, it's broken, you know? Like, like, they do this, they get a pick on this angle, they swing here, we can't deal with this, we can't deal with that.
Yeah, they're actually just pretty good at Overwatch. Like,
Yeah.
it's funny how that works.
Yeah.
The power of momentum
I've
as
kind
well,
of been
right?
having.
You know?
Yeah,
like, we see them fall apart, right? Well, not fall apart's
Yeah.
maybe, like, too extreme, but compared to the Crazy Raccoon we're used to seeing, like, the team that always clutches, always there in the big moments.
Yeah, they were really, really absent.
All right, should we talk about this series? Because this is the game everyone was excited for. It's been
I just wanna see
upstaged.
Insta-ban Winston. What is Gushui gonna play?
Ilios map pick from Falcons is maybe even interesting as well.
Yeah.
That they don't just play Lijiang Tower and try and pick a map
Good.
where it's hard anyway.
The tanking monkey mirror. I don't know.
Maybe they're scared of Lijiang because of yesterday or something. They just
Maybe.
want to get their map win right now.
Yeah.
Maybe
We-
not bad.
We spoke about the monkey ban yesterday, Danny, where it's like now that they've picked up Lucio Kirimo, it's really harder to ban them out, I think. Like, you get your one monkey ban
Yeah.
in, but you can't just ban their backline out anymore. I think it's a really good buff for them.
Well, I think it's the thing because people were because we called out Mew on Uncoachable, but obviously then like as not as good as Lengtser, and then he has like the Brig map on Circuit Royale, right, where he absolutely dumpsters that as
Yeah,
well.
but
also
it's not another Brig.
it's a different Brig, so it's like I think if there is like for once again perspective is actually me put a really good performance there on like a Brawly Brig. Can he do it on here? But have to still remember, like, if we play Anna Brig in these situations, which we might actually get here on this anyway, but that's going to be the real test for Mew, right? Anna Brig, Winston type backline, that's the one where Mew looked weak in OWCS China, and if he's looking weak against Rock Esports, this is Falcons,
like a whole
you know,
level,
like
right?
yeah, like this is.
Yeah, I think Kai was talking him up, but I think playing Brig in Brawl against a Sig, against like when VP were kind of just laying down and taking it, I think it's way different to playing Monkey Mirror against the best players in the world. I think
Yeah, it's
gonna
good.
be
It's like
really scrappy.
it's a good performance. Can't take him away from that. But this is a different test here. But we're going to get the answer to that a little bit later. We're going Ruins first, though. So going to be Mauga from Falcons. This is the secret weapon, I think.
There's the monkey ban. The monkey ban out, like offer it. Interesting.
Yeah.
Anaban maybe actually works in Falcons' favor here now they're playing the Mauga as well.
Yeah, I guess
Stop's
once again
gonna
just didn't want to play
connect.
against Anna Break Diva, but
Trade it out.
I'm not too big on the once again comp, to be honest. I feel like it's unwinnable, maybe. Maybe not unwinnable.
This is
but...
pre Maga nerf, right?
No, it's
No post
live.
nerf. Yeah. They're playing on OPR, but
okay.
it's still the same patch. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I feel like Mauga's still good as long as your backline doesn't need the shout to play, which I don't think Falcons does, right? Like, that Juno Kiri are gonna play far on 2 different angles, and the Mauga can just shout for himself every fight. I feel like it's really like hold space with it, but I'm not sure. I feel like Gushu is gonna really struggle to get value. I said that I would cover, and then cover like 500. So. Maybe I'm just a hazard hitter.
Slow fight,
like...
just gonna win the pick.
Yeah, I feel like Gushu, Hanman can just kind of live forever and hold whatever space he wants.
Yeah, I mean, good patience by Falcons, right? They're just playing the space. All of these engages for Gushway look like they're too far, look like it's hard to take this. If Gushway just goes first as well, essentially, I think what happens is then Hambin can just counter stomp him and there's like such high risk.
Right, yeah.
So really what once again need to do is they need to poke out the Mauga first. You saw Gushway trying it, like putting the wall behind the Mauga and trying to get a bit of an angle, but Hambin just played slow well.
They've so much healing as well. Like Juno carries like an insane amount of healing. It's just like single target healing.
Oh, Hambin died actually here. This is the
Where
opening.
the fuck is he?
Kitsune Rush Bob, like, where are these ults?
He's not like awkward part of the map.
Oh, Bash is good, Bash is good!
Double support ult though.
Levers all over this. They clean up point.
The double support ult is pretty scary. Cause like it's one fight territory now, right? You just build Juno cage, and as long as you don't fuck it up too bad. But actually, caging once against comp must be pretty hard, because they're just gonna play far. They have Sojo to break the cage.
Talker's going Sombra.
This is interesting.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this.
On Sombra too.
Stomping, avoided. Hambin's going to take so much damage. Ray is really early from Chio. Going to try and walk forward, but yeah. Now it's just Blade or Downpour afterwards. Proper tries to make a move.
On the back.
Another stomp.
They need to Ray aggressively, I think.
Hambin has cage now.
Yeah,
you can see once again they're scared. Downpour comes out in the cage. Oh wait, no, stuck on the outside is Fielder.
Wait, what?
Fielder gets TP off.
He caged one. Whoa.
The Downpour, I actually
did
think...
the Downpour not get blocked by the...
Okay, no, like it caught Fielder right on the outside. Like Fielder was outside for cage and the Downpour him. But I think the Downpour goes in the cage as well, no? Because I think, is Downpour not actually pretty good into the cage in the sense that you might get caged, but they get locked to the floor. So it's like, it's better.
I don't know how the projectile works.
Yeah.
So I don't know
maybe I actually just don't know, because I've never seen.
Yeah, I'm being told cage doesn't have a roof, so it just goes through, I think.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Which means like, you get caged, but then you get like a really big Downpour opportunity.
This is a really
trade's
weird
good.
Fight.
I'm
not sure why. I don't know why once again fighting in the small hoops with the Mauga.
No, I think you want to keep them boxed in that house, and then eventually, at a certain point, Hambin has to take a step out of the house, right, to force point or do something or clear some space, and then there's maybe an opportunity for Leave and Gushway to go inside.
Yeah,
desperate
but
touch
they've just
now.
died 90. They've just died 90 to Ray when they had all the space. I feel like it was unnecessary. Now Shy has to touch, didn't die for it.
EMP now as they come back in. It should just be a slam
fuck,
dunk.
Shy lived. No way. Oh, that's a massive EMP.
A Kitsune rush as well. And Blair, they just got everything.
Just unlucky. They just like narrowly lost the fight in that house, I think. Like Monk got traded with Hanbin, but Monk had the game win ult.
Yeah, I think the whole fight. I think that really cost them. Gonna be a different look here though. Like Lighthouse Well coming up next.
Wow, yeah, I wonder what they're gonna play. What Diva comp? Just Juno Brig?
If we like cast our minds back as well to
Ana
stage
Juno,
one,
maybe?
if stage 1 Korea too, Hanbin's Hazard didn't look all that, so I think he is like is going to be a diva option if anything.
I think you can play the Ana Juno, maybe. You can be more greedy into Gushui, I think, so I don't think he's gonna pick Diva.
On a
like-
ban, but yeah.
Oh shit.
Is it just Kiri Lucio then?
Kiri Lucio, Juno
Diva?
Brig, Juno Kiri, one of the three.
Yeah.
I think Juno Kiri's pretty solid with Diva. I don't know how much value the Lucio's gonna get. Depends what enemy plays, I guess.
Maybe it's a little bit of a map.
He
Like,
was-
I think Well really can like Kiri Lucio. I think feels really good.
Yeah.
But if we're on Lighthouse, the choices like maybe actually Juno Kiri is probably the best on Lighthouse if you've got no Ana.
Yeah. Unless you can play like, I think the Diva comp's really fine to play slower depending on the map, but if you want to play slower, then Juno Kiri is just insanely strong compared
Yeah,
to the
Juno
Lucio.
Kiri is interesting.
Wonder if we'll see some Doomfist out of Gushui. It's classic.
It's just. Such, I feel like it's such a tough hero.
Fucking hell.
A bad hero. Imagine trying to play
man.
Doom into Juno Kiri. Like, what can you even hit?
Dude,
Nothing.
you'd be surprised. There's a few
Really?
people in NA playing Doom.
Maybe it's the
My
truth,
god.
though.
Like we're scrimming like the the collegiates, the up and comers.
Doomfist guys. I mean, he's probably just gonna stay Hazard. Gushui's a big Hazard head.
I think he's decent at it as well. Decent also like underselling it too.
Yeah.
I like in the mirror, he beats like he's 100% better than Hanbin. Hanbin has to play Diva, I think.
Yeah. These guys are decent. These guys are pretty good at Hazard mirror. We scrimmed them a lot when we were in Korea, and they were always fairly solid on the Hazard mirror.
Which team's out? Sorry, once again.
Once again. Yeah.
Thinking about like the rest of the series while we're paused, I actually think Falcons has a pretty good like way to win. Like, cause you could play like Maga into like the Lucio Kiri version of
Yeah. It's true.
Monkey. So you look for the Ana and the Brig ban, and then if you get a Brig ban without a Diva response, like playing Diva into Monkey Lucio Kiri isn't that bad either.
Well, you get the nice thing, whereas if they do Diva ban in response, you can play Malga on some of these maps as well, right? And then they're just
Yeah, exactly.
you've got them in that sort of like I believe they call it Zugzwang. They don't have a good option.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I think Falcons should definitely have the advantage in this series as long as they don't ego trip themselves into playing Monkey too much.
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
they should have really
you
good
have,
answers.
you have to win 3 maps, right? You win Monkey ban, you win Ana ban, you win Brig ban.
Yeah, that's true.
I
They
love
can count the
NTMO.
Lucio Kiri should be cooked.
Thank you, Ravenstorm,
If they
man,
can't,
for
if
the
they
tier
can't
1.
beat, yeah.
I think everyone loves Nightmare now.
The people's team.
The only reason why Nightmare could beat Crazy Raccoon is because they have 3 imports.
That's real as fuck. That team's less. That team is actually minority American. I forgot about that. That team. This is an EU win, no? X. So
Yeah,
they have
yeah,
as many
it's-
Europeans. They have as many Europeans as Americans.
Yeah, it's actually what everyone was talking about. Who's the best in the West? Europe, North America, blah blah blah. You actually need to combine them all. Throw in Australia in there as well. Combine them, and then you have a perfect balance.
Get Goldtech in there as well from Korea.
Exactly.
It's a concoction. Yeah, there you
It's
go. That's a Kiri Jun of Diva.
It's a win for the globe here. The globe beats one nation.
Korea
We are stronger
loses.
together, people.
Interesting. I think we've seen a lot of Sombra at the Asian teams. Like we've seen all 3 teams pick Sombra at some point.
Yeah, I feel
I
like
really like Falcons
Farrah
comp,
Fraser.
to be honest.
yeah, I had really good on this map. We saw it other times with like Hazard playing into Farah. It's this type of map, how hard it is for Gushway to take like meaningful space.
I feel like I've said this every single Hazard map, but I don't understand. I don't see where his value comes from really. I don't know what he can hit.
Well, Farah's really good into it because all of a sudden, like the Hazard can't hit him, like compared to a Sojin or whatever.
Exactly. He can't pressure him out. He can't like make a move.
Same with Tracer, right? You think how many times have we seen Hazard Mirror where he's able to fight a Genji or something? He pressures out what can be a hard hero to remove. Then he can get on the back line. But all of a sudden, like Kiri, Chuno, Farah, Tracer, what can he hit? I mean, I guess the answer is Hanbin, as he's been demexed immediately. But...
yeah, I think that's their win con, right? Their win con is to fuck Hanbin. And then if someone else griefs, they can hit that, but they're just gonna wall, hack, brig swing, like they've got the demech to kill Hanbin.
I mean, you see this now, they actually have tank advantage, and they're still just surrounded, getting hit by all sides.
Yeah, like, they're playing SSG theory, but with a really, really wonky comp for, I think, where it's like, maybe it's London theory even, where you just play for point, you play to shoot at whatever touches, but...
Yeah.
I don't think it's plausible.
But he's gonna go Tracer now. I think it's probably like, it is a little bit easier, but...
I think it's a nice swap, but I don't think it fixes the core problem of like, just... If I press tab and I see that comp on Brig, it's like, all you have to do is swing on D.Va, but... I don't think you can hold much space.
It's actually, this map, I think the same's true on Lighthouse. I think double flex DPS is just better on Well and Lighthouse than the hit scan. Like Shy, getting Shy into a meaningful position, Cass, Sojin, Ashe, whatever hero he wants to play, feels like it's really tough, really inconsistent.
Yeah. I'm not even sure if that position exists on this map. I don't, like, what's the best position to play as hit scan on this map? It's like,
it was
the cage.
One Lethal was taken, you know, where he was able to get top right. Like, if he can actually get in that position and he doesn't die immediately, it's, like, pretty good. But it's hard. You have to play quite a high-risk style of hit scan here. Yeah. Because even when SSG played it with Seeker on Ashe on Lighthouse, oh, this is going to do so much. That's double support ult, that's downpour as well.
That's just my Bova, right? They just can't win.
They did Ray as well, but yeah, like these...
Like, well, this high noon is going to be cosmetic.
Yeah, but they're holding forward as well, so high noon to force point isn't so bad, but once again need to do a bit of work to even get to that point. Gushway's going to mirror the D.Va, which is... And it's a good swap, but now all of a sudden you're really happy with this.
I mean, the map's over. Like, this map has to be over, I think.
Both bombs out. No kills. Touch from leave.
I think I'm actually used to Kiri Juno head. But I play in Europe where every tank is a D.Va player.
There's the cosmetic high noon.
Yeah. Tries to pulse on the fire.
Space gain 0. One more touch from leave, but it's over, yeah.
Like, the game is just so different when the enemy tank doesn't play D.Va, I feel like. That's the big difference I see when I watch NA. So many main tank guys.
I was so surprised that Team CC didn't do this against SSG. Like, I felt like SSG versus Crazy Raccoons, when Winston was banned, like SSG just fell over. Team CC didn't even want to try ball, like even though they can actually play ball.
Yeah, that was weird.
But yeah. Another Ilios.
I just love Ilios.
Does mean it's off the cards now though, right? Off the cards, and now once again can just play Winston for 4 more maps in a row.
Yeah, but it is kind of scary, like what Danny said. I feel like Lucio Kiri Monkey is really plausible to win against.
Yeah. So you're once again have to protect support. But we'll see what happens.
Maybe they hit like a Juno ban or something.
Yeah, probably something. Yeah, the problem is just that like Falcons next map they're gonna get either Ana or Juno ban. I mean Ana or Brig ban. Then map 5 they get the other one. See how
you could maybe make Ana Lucio work, but
yeah, maybe. But then an Ana Lucio into D.Va.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Is there a mode that's important here if you're once again to keep away from Falcons? Maybe escort so you keep Circuit Royale away? Or maybe, are you scared of Circuit Royale now because you won with like the D.Va, you know, you won with the Liga lineup against Virtus Pro?
I think you still block Circuit.
Yeah. I don't think that D.Va comp works against Falcons. I feel like D.Va on Circuit shouldn't be a viable comp. Like it should just get blocked by any other ground tank, but I'm not sure. I didn't watch the game yesterday, so I'm just kind of chatting shit. But
I mean, it was for closer of the two maps between Once Again and Virtus Pro, but Vessler did just seem to be like. But I've not watched it back, but I feel like it's really solvable for Virtus Pro in terms of they've just not played against a team like that, and in reality, it's
yeah, I can't imagine VP lost because they were comp gapped, or because it's like the best style in the world. I feel like they just they probably just played really bad.
Yeah, ironically, even though it doesn't translate at all into the results or even any of the fights that we saw, I actually thought VP's comp was better on both maps. So it's
oh yeah, they played Simtorb on. I mean, dude, I swear comp is Scappa at this point.
Which one? For
To
Simtorb?
some degree, I think.
No,
Just comp in general, I think.
Comp in general. Oh.
The glory of hero bans makes the game fun. Yeah, so maybe they just pick like Root or Junkertown, but I can see them winning on all of these maps, to be honest. Apart from maybe Circuit's hard, but Kings might be a bit hard as well if you get like a Ana ban. They pick Saravasa.
They just want to play Winston, Kiri, Lucio.
Oh, bans are wrong. Bans are wrong.
Yeah.
These are the last maps.
Oh, the thing is...
What are you guys saying? Watching OWCS, drinking Diet Coke, and texting my AI girlfriend at the same time. Today is a good day. I'm glad you guys are having a good day.
Yeah, I'm kind of... I'm really with Danny here that the Lucio Kiri Monkey might get really hard when the Mauga hero comes out.
Yeah.
I think what it's gonna end up happening is, so Falcons is gonna save, or sorry, Once Again is gonna save Mauga ban for Ana ban, and then Diva ban for Brig ban. So it's actually gonna turn into like a ban nothing situation.
Oh, there you go.
Ban Mauga.
Yeah.
Ana ban in response. This is interesting because I feel like Once Again actually do want to just play for Kiri Lucio.
Huh?
Why did Falcons do that?
Wait. Okay, the order messed up.
Yeah, because you want to ban Ana so you can play Mauga, but Mauga's already fucking gone.
But that's what I mean. I don't think.
I'm not sure about that actually.
The Falcons, yeah. I mean, the Once Again side, perfectly fine, seems reasonable.
Reasonable, yeah.
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 But, that's a really skunked... I mean, what the Falcons want to play then? They want to... Oh, the Falcons, I guess, want to play Diva, right? And they don't want to play against Ana Brig. But...
Why don't they just ban Brig then?
Yeah, you should ban Brig.
Isn't second ban Brig just way better there?
Because now they can just play Juno Brig or something, or Kiri Lucio or whatever, right? And the Diva's still okay. It's not as good.
I think this is bad.
I think it's bad as well. I guess it's just gonna be Kiri Lucio Monkey versus Kiri Lucio Diva maybe? Or Juno Brig Diva, something like that. I'm not sure. It just seems like a wasted ban, to be honest. It's like, yeah, you're right, like you ban Brig and then what they're gonna do? They can't play Ana until like... Unless Falcons are really set on playing Juno Brig and don't want to play into Ana. That's like the only option I can think of. But that doesn't make sense.
Like ban Brig makes Diva so strong though. Like if you get
for sure.
Brig.
And then you just play Juno Brig. Yeah, you play Juno Brig Diva. They're playing Winston Kiri. Even if they play Winston Kiri Lucio or something, like you're probably.
No, I mean.
Or the other way around.
Brig ban.
Yeah. Because then they're forced to just play Winston Kiri Lucio is what they'll play, right? And then.
Yeah.
And then you're okay with that, I think, if you're Falcons.
Yeah, I feel like you get the same situation. I guess so. It feels like a bit of a shredded ban. I feel like pick Mauga ban Ana is like a kind of. It almost feels unlosable, no? I don't know. I think on paper Mauga should never lose to Monkey Lucio Kiri.
Yeah, because then even going to the next map, you could ban Ana, and then they don't have Ana counter ban. Or sorry, oh my God, Mauga counter ban. Yeah.
It's time-tested strategy. Like you play Mauga against like a dive comp without an Ana, and it just shouldn't be losable. Like there's just no damage to move you. But we'll see.
Alright, so no surprises from once again. I don't think any of these heroes are shifting even an inch.
They're not even gonna drop like a teaser in spawn.
Is for Falcons comp.
Think he's rolling out on Queen?
I don't know.
I could
It
see
could
it.
just be a
I
shadow
could-
spawn. Like Chow and TP.
Yeah, I guess they
scans.
wanted to play this comp. That's why, yeah, they didn't want.
They wanted the
Go
Juno
for it.
break.
I mean, he's starting Cass as well.
Yeah, Juno break Diva. There you go.
Torb?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, yeah.
All
They do
right.
not want Gusha to have fun. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, Ana bricks. Or I mean, they don't have Ana. Maybe
This,
it works
yeah,
out.
and this isn't straightforward for once again, but we also said that when once again we're playing Virtus Pro on like a similar version of this matchup, and once again made it look very simple indeed. But it is Falcons, and you can see what's happened to Gooshway already. Yeah. yeah, if you've...
Poor guy.
Yeah, actually, I think it works out. It works out well.
Yes, it does. I
I
just
don't know if
imagine
the
you want to play like
Anabans... I mean, I guess the Anaban has helped, right? Because if once again just played
Yeah.
Ana Lucio or something,
Anna
this
would
feel a
shred
lot
this.
harder
Anna
for
would shred this
Falcons,
comp,
yeah.
I think. Anna would, yeah. But I guess it depends. Like, 'cause I thought they were gonna play Kiri Lucio Diva, but maybe that doesn't win very hard. I feel like that comp loses to Monkey Lucio Kiri.
Yeah.
If they
I
just-
don't think. Yeah.
If they just played
I don't
Kiri
think-
Lucio,
yeah.
like Tracer Sojin themselves with Diva, yeah, I think the Winston version's better, so...
Yeah, the bubble is so fucking busted in
Oh,
that comp.
Whipshot's good
So
as
maybe
well,
they-
Gooshway bubbles
I guess they wanted the
defensively.
Juno break.
No, Kitsune rush out. No ults yet for Falcons. And this is how
think-
CC won the fight
Ooh.
against SSG, right? It's like you lose the first fight because your comp is hard, but you just get Kitsune
Yeah.
rush so quickly.
Yeah, they've nerfed Juno ult so hard, like the build time that you can get Kirill like every time, especially when you're against fucking Torb cast. Like, there's so much damage. So
we
much
saw
damage in
Gooshway take the
Falcons
damage.
We did see he did take a lot of damage. So it's a pretty consistent way to
Now
get the
B
ult
push.
tempo going.
Yeah,
It's just such
still
a
no
risky-
ults for Falcons.
Yeah, they got the noon off, but
Gooshway's bubbled. They've not committed beat yet.
once again, you just have to be the best players. They like. It's actually like the lion
Oh.
fucking.
Now they beat.
Jesus.
Gooshway didn't get it. They get onto Stalker. No ults just yet. Need these supports to die before support ults.
On Gusha.
Is Gooshway good for it? Nice. Oh! One more! Bash!
Primaling.
Oh, Chio and
Juno
Fielder.
break, man.
Like, double support ult. I mean, he was so close to it as
He's-
well. He was so close
Oh, he's not
to
gonna
it.
die late, actually. That's good. But Torbo on point. Shiny Sugar Nuclear. This just feels like the picture X
Shine's
of
one.
the lion screaming at the monkey. Like, once again, have to take every advantage perfectly, and all Falcons have to do is stay alive and shoot the tank.
I mean, it's still a winnable situation.
Yeah, for sure.
Disengage. Shy's good for one.
okay.
Molten Core's kind of nowhere. Proper's
Nice.
low.
There's a really messy kite, I think, from Falcons. Like, you kite into a really weird.
They
place.
kited inside rather than outside, so they were still
Yeah.
just vulnerable.
Like, you have so much time, but I feel like if they hold more space or give all the space, you know, they kind of did an awkward middle ground.
Kitsune rush. Second Kitsune rush on this first point. They can just kill Hambin. Hambin's one. Really need that kill, actually. Oh, yeah, he's gone into Gooshway. And that's going to be point, I
Nice.
think. Yeah, Falcon's
Should
touch
be,
is
yeah.
so scuffed. Yeah, Chase is good. All right.
Nice.
Kind of saw both comps functioning as they would want them to, essentially, right?
Yeah. I'm big on Falcons comp, but once again, are pretty good at Monkey, Soja, and Tracer, so. I just hate this Diva Torb combo that exists these days. Like, people played it so much in EU as well. It's actually just horrendous. We used to shred this comp adventure on Genji. Like Tracer, like, can you imagine playing Tracer into this? Like,
Good luck. Yeah.
Leave actually seems to be Thanos.
All right, high into force point now. Once again, can fight it if they want. They can beat Overclock. Pulse bomb
I'd
eaten.
fight, yeah. I'd go with the clock and then beat a couple seconds. Fucking
All
hell.
right, just beaten. Rain response, high in response. Shy kills him anyway.
Nice.
Stalker's having a really rough time of it.
Gooshwa's 1 HP. Holy shit. How the fuck has Gushway gotten out of the raid? That's actually nuts.
The good Winstons always survive on 3 bars of HP, and it feels like bullshit, but they do it every time. Alright.
Yeah.
Kitsune Rush Primal.
Fucking hell. This is a million trillion ult fight. Oh, go on, get the mech.
Oh, they're all so low. They're all so low, but nothing dies.
Diva Juno Break. I think Juno Break needs to be weaker as a comp. I think it's too good. Maybe I'm just ahead of it. Like, it's too versatile and too strong.
And also, ults are both really good. And against almost brawl, dive, any ult you can, anything you can play into.
I think it's too good of a comp. You can play it basically everywhere and always get really good value. And it's pretty easy as well.
Overclock swing now for Shy when he has, or when he's ready. Bit of pressure on point. Bubble onto Hanbin. Hanbin has for self-destruct, gets it used immediately.
Such a nice bubble.
Gushway dies. No kills with the overclock either, so just no choice. Needs to get a quick reset going here once again. Ben taking neutral. Really hard fight for once again now. Oh, it's impossible now with Monk dying this late.
You're seeing it now, right? Like, Falcons, like, once again are trying to move them off the point, but how do you move that comp off the point? Or how do you, like, isolate something, you know? It's actually really hard.
Yeah, like, it's essentially the neutral is where Falcons comp wins really hard. And then these Kitsune Rush, these beat, these primal timing should be the hardest, but Falcons still have a lot of good ults to deal with it. They're holding closer as well. Shy's low. Gushway up a choke. Pulse bombs miss. Ray.
Oh,
Gushway dies.
That's good. That's actually a really good fight for once again, though. There's like 20 seconds till point unlocked before straight. Yeah, and it's across the. Yeah, like that's really fine.
I think they're all out as
once
well.
Again, once again need to get like an insane like ult cycle going. I think, but the problem is that Falcons ults are just better. Like you're trying to ult cycle, but they have rally and Juno, you know.
This is where the Ana makes a big difference, because suddenly you can win with nade, and then your nano changes the ult comms, and that's why.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why it sort of works so well against once again this man. Rally push comes in. 3v3.
Just hitters. Yeah, because the nano actually is like wonders for your ult economy, right? Because not only do you get the nano turn, but it also helps you build so much more primal.
This time we can like primal the Juno. No,
not possible.
That was beat primal there for just, what was that, Ray High Noon? Or Rally as well. It's still first fight, but Lever's low. Kitsune Rush on point. Overclock if they need it. But this is really good for Falcons. They will concede the flip, but they get Kitsune Rush out. They're going to try and fight, not get flip either. Yeah. Shy has overclock. They might get another ult out of this as well. Pulse bomb's there too. Gushway has to go again. Overclock
I think once
out.
again they're playing too narrow. They're playing super narrow, but maybe it works if you just shoot the guy in the head.
Yeah, but this is, look at the ults now, right? Once again, I've had to use Primal, beat, Kitsune Rush, Overclock, and obviously Pulse, just to force first gap here.
They need to go fast tempo here, I think. Win a clean fight, win a clean fight, get it to 1 fight territory, and then build some ults.
Yeah, I think if you go here, just hit Chio, right? Make this, presumably, they're going to be calling out his Ray. Make his Ray feel really scary.
You should hit the guy so fast before he can even get the Ray off.
Gushway's right up the choke, they can go if they want. It's a defensive bubble though.
It's nothing like a bubble. Shit, that's really bad.
He's 25%
now they just get the waltz in.
They got high ground
They just get the waltz in with the Ray, take all the space.
I mean, once again, it feels like they're playing for a disengage, but Falcons don't actually have the ults to use yet. Now they have the Ray at some point. Now they're going to keep trying to disengage. I mean, if they all get out, it's not the worst.
3 bars of health
Shy's one. Everyone's, Shy's one, Gushway's one. The trick is just be really fucking good. Oh, I haven't hunts him down.
That was almost so good. They almost just got to walk back in.
We'll have to get wonders done with this primal. They've lost the flip here, so I don't know. Yeah. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Since they conceded the flip.
That was almost so good.
It's a little bit weird, right? Because if I look at Shy's position, I feel like that doesn't make any sense if we're going to disengage in this point, you know? That Shy's just on a solo flank here. I feel like that is the play for, we're going to go early, so Shy, make a clutch. Will you?
It's pretty fucked up. This is looking like really hard.
4 ults for Falcons, but once again, ults are better. I think, you know, like, these support ults in Fury are better.
I'm not sure. I think Falcons ults can really block this up. Like, Monk's gonna drop his Fox, and they're just gonna like rally or High Noon or Turbo, you know, like they have so
There's
many
the
ults to
tool.
just block the support ults and hold points.
Hamben's gonna have to self-destruct. Need kills with this beat now. Kills with this beat. Pulse bomb sticks! Oh, he sticks it! Filder's one. Gooshway's in there. The backline's still trying to live. Gooshway's too low to fight him. We're into overtime. No ults left for once again. Now, no ults left for anyone. Cheer's going to get a Ray in a bit.
Shit.
Brawling on point.
Brave slide
Oh.
for sure.
Gooshway needs help on point. Shy's got an overclock. Gooshway doesn't need help on point.
That's a rough clock.
Yeah.
Kill this guy and go spawn. Kill this guy and go push that spawn door. Oh, Gush's dead. Fuck. Go push spawn. Fuck, hand up. Yeah, there you go.
That's actually a really good win. I know it costs everything, but it's so important.
If Falcons touch him, I'd be shocked.
They comp so
don't think
going
they-
sim. Hanbin has to be one to get the touch. He gets the touch. Gooshway's back now.
Come back. If Hanbin can live until this Ray comes back,
Yeah.
then once again I'd be cooked.
Ray
Yeah, there you
now.
go.
Hanbin's on point. Is it
They just get to walk 5
Disengage.
people down.
disengage? Give the flip.
I guess they have
Retake.
flip to give, yeah.
Yeah. Mew's gonna have the Shy on his solo flank again. Double slide. He's oh my god. He's fine. He's fine.
guys
He's
are just-
fine. Beat soon.
these guys
Beat
are just
soon.
so good
He's
at
not fine. He's doing it. 4v5 beat. Hanbin's low. Fielder's low. Gooshway's going for more. Oh, the stick again! Takes out the turret.
Dude.
Needs to
what is
deal
up
with
these
this
Tracer
baby.
players today?
It's 2v3. It's still really hard. Monk nearly has
Brig
Kitsune
Juno,
Rush.
Brig Juno,
Are you
Tracer
going
on
to
point with
Kitsune
Rally.
Rush? Rally.
Drop that Rally.
Oh, Lee can keep it alive. Wherever respawns, just live, just live. Lee's got touch.
Fielder's
Shy's
health
back.
doesn't go
Fielder's
down.
just walking in. He's dead.
What the fuck is he
Cheers,
doing?
half HP.
Dude. Oh,
They're back once
to put
again. Have
life.
clutched it. Once again, have clutched it.
holy shit, dude. They just need, I feel they just need to live. They will come back with Tobald on point. But I guess the Primal's coming back as well. These guys are just so good at Monkey Comp. Like, they're disengaging perfectly every time, but Shy's just getting caught. Like, they really should have won that point easily, I think.
Yeah, you can see Shy.
they fucked
Like, oh, sorry, go on.
Yeah. Like, they fucked up really badly when they tried to go early and spawn, but other than that, I felt they're playing the old tempo, like, actually perfectly.
Oh my god, this illusion is.
Yes!
It is.
What
Alright,
the fuck?
everyone mark the time. It has taken it's taken 1.5 maps for Falcons to get baited into a Winston mirror.
Really? Even with the perk? They just got the Demon perk
Oh,
last
Hammond's
week.
the goat. Never mind.
That's such a scary. This is such a scary ego duel, no? Like, they have none of the perks to match. Like, Proper doesn't have 6 blinks.
Oh, he's already level 2.
Gooshway's primaling too.
I guess. Oh, I forget how fast it charges. I feel like Falcons have the better comp. Like, they've won their own draft. They've drafted perfectly to what they want to play, and they've still given it up to
They
ego
lost
duel.
like a big clutch. They just lost a big clutch. It wasn't like a.
Might just been a confidence loss. Yeah, I forgot how fast you get the perks actually.
Yeah, slight
Does Gushue
advantage. Oh.
They might actually end up in a.
Wait! He's actually the goat. He's 2 slides can't get you out of that one. Hanvin's got a bit of space on point. Slight ult advantage for once again. They Kitsune rush back in. Disengage from Falcons. They don't have any ults to match this Falcons, so they Dude just kind of had to lose it. But they force a Kitsune rush out now, and maybe the otherwise wouldn't.
I'm actually. I need to see what perks Gushue has. They might have actually 5-headed them into picking worse perks. Because I think Hanbin has the healing bubble, which is really fucking broken in this comp. I think Gushue might have the chain lightning. Like that. I don't think it's a big difference, but they might have a better perk matchup. I should see some Gushue pop.
Oh my
Or I might be
god.
chatting shit. Fucking hell.
Go early, overclock, and now.
He has the chain
oh,
Your chat's telling me he has the chain lightning.
he does
so
have
yeah,
the chain
Hanbin-
lightning.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
maybe Hanman's just a fucking genius and he's ended up in a better perk mirror.
You see,
Sorry, 'cause
yesterday he
bubbles-
took the
Yeah, there it is,
turret
the
one
chain lightning.
against.
Did he actually?
Yeah,
Was
against.
that Goose?
Hey,
Virtus
Simple.
Pro, was it? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
So the
fucked
one
up.
time you actually take that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, against Simtov, yeah.
Kitsune rush on point. Mew's gonna beat back. Everyone except for Leave. Pulse bomb's good again from Leave. Season Bow.
shit.
More
Falcons
ults
just
for
have 5
Falcons
ults.
now. Yeah. This is the double slide. Pulse bomb's a. They use pulse bomb for it as well. Yeah.
They're gonna touch.
Yeah, they can touch. They've got Primal Overclock. Falcons don't really want to have to use any more ults here.
Yeah, if you use an ult here, it's really...
Good kill. Good kill. Yeah. There was a chance there if once again maybe just like look like they stabilize, then Gushue can press Primal and they can just make it a dogfight again. But
yeah,
that immediate kill on the Tracer shuts it down.
They should go on this rotate, I think. I think letting them get to point with Kirill Primal is really scary. If you can clock for tempo on the rotate, I think it should be really nice.
Yeah, you can play quite aggressive. Because if they Primal you, you're going to have Overclock going. You can burn through Gushue's HP. You can stop Gushue doing too much, whereas Hanbin should have relative freedom to do what he wants with his Primal.
They're just going to play for point, though. Field is almost dead already.
Gushue's Primaled. Overclock out in response.
Yeah.
Shy's killed Fielder.
The clock's actually a really good
44.
Primal counter, to be honest.
Yeah.
Especially with the new perk.
Look, Hanbin's Primal so much later. Goes straight on. But oh no! He's boomed off. Wait! Once again, they're just going to do it right here and now. Wait!
It might be a Mew world. It might actually be a Mew world. Maybe Kai was right.
And that's just over.
Damn.
That looks... Falcons looked like, even if they didn't go early, they had the overclock. They got themselves a much later Primal, and that Kitsune rush. Shy gets one shot.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw it. Fielder lost like 200 HP pre-fight, and I think he had to waste his TP, so he just like instantly died. It's like, even though they had the better ult trade, like, I think... That's rough.
Mew World Order? Fuck. The stocks are rising. The stocks are rising.
I might be on the Kai wave.
Circuit's still open. I think we'll go circuit for the 1-1.
This is good. This is good for once again, but this is also good for people who want a good series, right? In the sense that that they've won the Winston. You know, they've won the Winston, so now all of a sudden Falcons are going to be really tested. Yeah. Honestly, not impossible. We're in a double Korean team in the lower bracket type of day. There's a lot still to happen.
It's actually insane that once again I'm that good at Monkey Comp. I don't know. Maybe I'm overselling the matchup. I feel like Monkey into Diva, Torb, Juno, Brig. I feel like the matchup there is actually insane without Nana to win. I don't know what you think, Danny, but
yeah, I agree. I think Falcons comp is better. So again, the better comp.
The better comp always loses.
Yeah.
There's always like whenever there's a comp matchup, whenever there's a comp matchup, it's always like your comp is never 100% going to win, but it's like all of a sudden it becomes like 60, 40, 70, 30. But 30 can win if you just play really well.
I'd take that matchup at like a 75-25 maybe, something like that. I feel like it's insanely hard. I just think it's impressive how once again it seems like it's not like they never get worse at Monkey Comp. It's like they keep up with the curve, you know? It's like they kind of sit at the same place in the ecosystem on Monkey Comp, even without playing for so long. It's really impressive.
Yeah, I feel like all these like counter comps in Overwatch, like max, it's like 75-25, you know?
Yeah, I
agree. And you add on like land factor, you add on clutch, you add on people on good heroes, you know?
Since NA is great in Korea now, does this mean that Unter is going to win as well? SSG over Falcons? Yes. Yeah. It's in the bag.
Sure.
It's in the bag.
So what we picking here for Falcons?
Circuit.
It has to be circuit. Because I feel like all the push maps is kind of just going to be... You can't get any big advantage. Like, maybe you could go Runa Sappy. Maybe you could go Runa Sappy, play Malga, right? The problem is you've used your Anaban. But I feel like you can still win Malga. Like, Malga on that map can still win.
Yeah.
They play, like, the Kiri version, too.
Yeah, I think...
maybe.
But I don't know if you then want to just leave open to just go reach 66. I know. I actually still think as well, if I'm Falcons, in the Winston mirror, if I get to play Anna Brig, I think that's where the gap is.
Runa Sappy, interesting.
Yeah, I think actually not bad. Runa Sappy.
They shouldn't play Malga, right? But they don't have an Anaban open. Maybe
Ban
Lucio.
I think
Lucio?
Ban Lucio, you play the Juno Kiri, and then you force them to play like Anna Brig. Monkey, and it's really not easy.
Yeah, Anna Brig on this map is disgusting. Yeah, there you go, Lucio Ban. once again get a ban. Break,
Yeah,
Juno.
no.
The combat support. Oh my, fuck! They have to ban DPS. They're actually cooked.
Yeah,
Maybe
no,
Soch.
no good ban.
Not even no. Soch
they-
they want like Farah maybe. Genji. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a nothing ban.
That's a cooked out, but yeah, that's a cooked out ban.
Yeah. Yeah, and then even worst case scenario, like Falcons, they win this and then lose. They could pick Circuit Map 5, if anything.
Yeah. Like, Anna Brig is hideous to play on this map, I think. I think this is a really... If once again win this, they might actually be the best team in the world. If they can win...
Yeah, what
they
they
can play
say.
Anna Brig. They can play Anna Brig on Lunasapi and win against Mauga, then like, how could you ever bet against that
They
team?
can Anna Juno or something as well, right? Or Anna Kiri. I don't know if that just...
Maybe?
Anna Juno, I feel like, because I feel like if your Anna has, like, no
Yeah.
peel or anything, your Anna is really just dead on cooldown. Because they banned
Yeah,
Genji, so Proper's going to play Tracer as well.
I don't know how good Anna Juno Monkey is, though. I'm not really sure if that's a good thing to run. I feel like the Monkey doesn't
If
really
the
play with
Tracer's
the Juno
just
very
too
much.
free.
The Trace is going to be
Yeah.
free, and I feel like your Monkey's often too split to get the speed ring. I feel like that's a problem, you know? Like, you play Anna Juno Diva, and you kind of play as like a 3-man core a little bit, and your Diva splits off with the ring, but if your Monkey's going to stage jump once, and then he can't get the ring, I think that's
Yeah, I think
pretty awkward.
the speed ends up being almost a peel to like it's for your Anna more than
Yeah,
anything.
yeah, exactly right.
But the problem
But
is
if
you
you're
maybe
against Mauga,
have
You don't really
you
want
have
to do that.
you have the speed ring that might help you a little bit against Malga, but then if you don't have a Brig or a Kiri, their Tracer is going to have like a lot of
exactly.
opportunity.
So, yeah, it's a really tough spot to be in, I think.
Does once again really not have another comp they can play?
They can play Hazard, but I don't know if they'll win.
Like,
Or they can go on Doomfist.
somehow
actually-
we're gonna see Monkeyana Brig beating
I mean,
Malga.
Maga here.
they have taken these mirrors before. Like historically, it's not like they will never play anything else, but they don't do well on it.
Will they win? Yeah, like will they
yeah.
win is the question.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Like,
Hello,
yeah.
Chris.
Good morning, Chris.
Chris, you missed the big one, Chrissy.
Morning.
You all right? You're a bit
What
in and out.
happened?
What happened? Have you not seen the result?
No, I have to be fair. I was hoping we could have some sort of iconic moment, but
Oh.
you guys did
Do you want to go out and come in again?
pull the trigger, you know.
But yeah, I'm all right.
Morning, guys. Morning, guys.
Morning,
Any
morning.
good games? Any good
Oh my
games?
God,
was
Chrissy,
not-
you
it was an alright
won't
one.
believe it, Chrissy. It's impossible what happened. No one could have predicted this.
No
Nightmare,
way. What
Nightmare have not
happened?
they've not just taken a map, they've not just made the series close, they've not just put up a respectable performance. They 3-1 Crazy Raccoon and put him into the lower bracket.
That's fucking mental, really. You know, what I was thinking. I think we need to revoke Hunter's medical license.
What?
Because all of this spin doctoring about Nightmare being chokers or
That's what I
online
said.
really feels to not be true. It really feels like he's
Maybe maybe the super problem.
diagnosing them so severely. I really need
The
You know,
lights
the
weren't
prob-
bright enough in the soup cup.
The problem is,
Yeah,
he's claiming he's a
actually-
doctor, but it's from a business degree.
Oh shit! I just Malga mirroring. What the fuck?
Thank you,
I don't think
Wi-Fi,
I've
for
ever
the
seen
prime.
Kusha play Malga.
Alright.
Yeah, there's no way they play Monkeyana Brig. Yeah.
They have the better
see
combat
they pull it
now
off.
too. 'Cause Prop is on Tracer. Farah should get a lot more value. I really hate this map actually. I really like. It's like the most overplayed map in the game. It's like the only push map anyone ever picks.
Won the HB trade. Lost to Juno. Hammond's
Yeah,
gonna
I
live.
Have you ever seen Monk on Juno? I don't know if I've ever
Not
seen
loads
this.
of it, no.
We
Like,
tried it
probably-
once. It's got potential.
What has?
Monkey Juno Brig is like
Oh,
new meta. Just no one knows it yet.
Keeping that one to yourselves.
pretty sure I saw T1 playing it.
Yeah, okay. Just between us.
We can keep it on the down
Keep an
low.
eye out.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like this is gonna be so hard for him. I feel like the best option is it has to be some sort of shy / leave based takeover.
Yeah, I think it's the only win con here.
Falcons are playing so slow as well, actually. Just zero interest in just make once again do something.
Hit the comp, hit the map. It's all hideous. They're actually should sit here for 10 minutes. Alright, Leave's gonna get the first hold up. He might push with that.
I mean, can you push with Barrage in this one? I feel like it's really hard.
Probably not. No.
And they're conceding even more. They've got a bit of space on the right as well. Falcons are going even further back. Now Hambin comes in. Counter stomp. Both stomps find nothing. Barrage now. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright, that's the way to do it.
Proper's getting off Tracer, surely.
Yeah, no trade should be good. Yeah, what's he? Nice. He doesn't have Genji. What does he go?
Pharah.
Just goes Pharah as well. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. That's really clean for once again. Actually, breaking that hold with just with like one ult, I feel that's really nice.
Yeah, well handled by once again, like force the neutral into a different place, just like slow, surely, and then actually let leave Barrage mid fight.
Like, we're 3 minutes in, and both Maugas are like 70 to cage. What a hideous matchup. Yeah, hopefully, I'll see once again push the car to corner and then try and explode around the corner. Never mind, Handman's pinned in.
Overclock flank from Stalker. Just having a peek. He's right there. Shy's good for one.
Yeah. Handman's in again.
He's fine, though. Yeah, Shy's fine. He's got Beret, he's got everything. Fielder push with Rally. Mew didn't use Rally in any of this.
Falcons use both support ults, though. That's really messy, actually. They should just get the cage. They don't give Stalker space. They just fight Messi with cage Rally.
And a swap now
I like
from
to see
Fielder.
Mew take high ground. I want to see Mew take this high ground.
Once again, can't do this swap either.
Yeah.
Without double swapping.
That's the advantage of having your flex support on Brig, right? The Ana swap gets really scary.
I call that one Twilight Theory, I think. Yeah.
I call it Crusty Theory. It's the OG.
I feel like it might have actually been Falcons doing it initially, but... Alright, Cage, but Rally out now. Rally up. They did get naded, but yeah, the shield just up.
It's so dumb. You watch the guy, you just stand in the Mauga's face and you hold his shield up. It's fucking broken. It's like Brig Shield. I feel like people underrate Brig Shield in this matchup. Usually you get so much time to just block the Mauga healer.
It's what you need to watch actually. Like when these big ult fights and everything's kicking off, it's always a Brig gap. I feel like in a lot of the cases.
Yes, the Brig it's the most important character in this combat. I think the Mauga trade is more won by the Brig than anything else. I think Rally is deceivingly hard to get value out of in this comp sometimes.
Disclaimer that Crispy is a main support, so he's going to say that.
Yeah, I was about to say this is the most main support thing I've ever heard. Like when I watch the game, I think about DPS angles and not taking damage in this.
Okay, my bad. I'm talking again.
So what you're saying is Vega's got no help. Yeah, Vega's got no help. The thing that dictates the
game is who shoots the head more. Like and subscribe.
In the Reaper version, the cycling was really important, though.
Yeah.
When you're playing against a Pharah here, like, fuck me.
Falcons coming up to 4. Nano Barrage. Ray trade. I don't know. Nano Barrage, Ray Barrage. I don't know.
Yeah, you maybe try a Nano Barrage to counter the Ray. I think should be nice.
Both teams playing it so slow on the hold here. Overclocks. Stalker's just dead. Nano's out. Wait, was it Nano Jax? Was it for Stalker? Did he Jax for Nano Overclock?
I think he did, yeah.
Yeah.
As.
Are we gonna talk about how once again he's winning a Magamir against Falcons?
What the fuck?
Now Ray v Ray. Mew with a significant rally advantage though.
Mew World Order.
So, yeah, I guess proper got Jax as well, the triple Jax. Yeah, now it's gonna...
yeah.
An economy cannot recover from this. Fraud region. Finally, these guys are exposed. Alright, Ray versus Ray.
Kite.
But disengage. Oh, wait, nice. They're really going back. Oh, the stop's good. Oh.
Holy shit. Oh, they use the ray as well? That's boring.
Unless they get a kill right now, it's really bad. That's the opposite of a kill right now.
Yeah. I guess trading ults out is not the end of the world, but
I think it is when you
can
consider this should have been slam dunk and like 120, 130 meters on the board. You know?
Yeah.
Like double support ult versus one.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not the end of the world, but yeah, missed opportunity. Mew has rally
Like,
now. Lily Cage.
They're always so close to getting like the perfect ult kite, you know, but there's always one person who fucks it up. Like, it was Shy on the last map, and then Mew gets stumped there. They're always so close to like just taking over with their ult tempo.
Rally advantage, cage v cage. Depends how quickly this fight. If this fight goes slow, it's actually just going to be like 3 ults versus 3 ults again.
Yeah.
They really want to deny flip though. Once again, going to go. They rally in, threatening the cage jacks, but Hanban is gone.
Oh, and Shy dies. Wow.
All the picks go in Falcons' way all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Stomp back in, Goose Wake's one. Don't cage.
Yeah.
I think just lose it. Lose it, give cap.
Yeah. Maybe the cage is a bit of an overinvestment. Maybe he could have cleaned it up with Sojolt or Rally, but
I think it's like if you don't cage and then they cut, you know, like it's
yeah,
you have to do it. But if they choose to eco, then they kind of just get it.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Hydras.
Once again, you need to try and set. Oh, that Mew's on Ana now. Holy shit.
Oh, the mana. Overclock out. Sleep onto Hanbin. We'll get that kill off the back of that.
Cage Sojolt.
Oh, wait, it's not over yet. Proper trades one with Barrage. Shy's going to try and do it all. He's really going to try and do it all. Fielder's walking up at him. Farah spam as well. Shy, he's getting it. Fielder dies. What if Shy face checked the entire Falcons team? Shy lives the entire thing, not even traded. Alright, Chio's going to die. That is lead for Falcons, though. Still a really important fight.
Mew.
Wait, Phil just swaps.
Nice
double swap.
Yeah, I like that.
Proper
what the fuck is Proper doing?
He's gone Tracer, he's gone Ash, he's gone Sim. He's thrown some turrets out, he's TP'd his Malga out, he's back to Tracer.
Yeah, maxing.
Yeah. Don't mind the Tracer into the Ana. Like Ana Juno, this is like Tracer can do a lot.
I don't like the double swap though. I feel like if you double swap for what, I feel like swapping 2 for 1 is good for once again.
Is Fielder will play with Proper here? Like the plan is to just eliminate the backline.
Yeah.
Barrage onto it though. The Ray's too much. Oh, they use Ray as well actually. This is really bad for once again.
Yeah. Actually, maybe the 2 swap is fine because you have lead and you're gonna take the advantage.
The nature of how you're gonna play in this version as well now, when you're playing Kiri Tracer, is the idea is you win the side, but you might lose the front line. If you're winning the side, you're probably always finding trades, which is really good if you've got a lead to defend.
It's probably a pretty good way to play when you have a small lead. Like you should just constantly make the game messy, not give them the clean fights.
Yeah, it is. We are still like pretty. Was it 2 fights for once again, and they'll take lead, so it's really not impossible. But Nano available from you. You could Nano overclock maybe, but I feel like you want to just win it for 1. But here we go. Proper on the flank. Nade's been forced. Mew on the back foot. Nano onto Gooshway. Forces for kill onto Hanbin. Oh, doesn't force for kill onto Hanbin, actually. Hanbin gets out, looking for more.
What?
His feet are so big. And that's one ult, no trades is the important thing here. One ult, no trades.
Now they're going into final fight. They have Cage as well. They're going into final fight with Cage.
Really strong.
Oh, Chio's going to die late as well.
Are they even
Cage
a fight here? There's not even a fight here.
There's not. No, you're right. The trades are too late. The payload was too far up. It's a Cage 9. They just win the map. It's just over.
That's fucked up.
Wow, that's the series winning map.
Gusha just unlocks a new hero.
What the fuck? I mean, they did it at EWC as well.
True. It's just the mental block. Just the mental block that Falcons have against these guys just overcomes any comp matchup.
Fraud region. Fraud region.
A crazy reckon Falcons lower bracket is going to go nuclear actually.
Did you see Chio there as well?
Who does Max get? Which team does he get?
The loser of this game that we're watching now.
Does Max get the loser of this game?
Yeah, and then VP get Crazy Raccoon.
Yeah. It's going to be a brutal lower bracket.
Bit of a vibe kill now. You've like the two best West End teams left, and
Yeah.
the two West End teams left. You give them fucking Falcons and Crazy Raccoon.
And what that means as well
yeah,
is,
we kind of raged about that.
in that hypothetical, it means the last game of today, say the Korean teams both recover, will be a Crazy Raccoon Falcons lower bracket semi-final. Which, like, fighting for top 3.
Nightmare overloads sitting watching Crazy Raccoons and Falcons brawl it out. Fucking goats.
Thank you so much, Necro and Jaws, back here at the desk with, of course, Ash, Jake, and Johnny. And what is
That was hard. I felt like Falcons actually had it in the bag for most of it.
this is taking
The swap didn't really
Yeah.
go. They didn't get the value they wanted out of a swap.
and making it work more than just working.
And then I don't know what happened. Did the
Yeah.
payload just move loads during that final fight? Like, I know they weren't gaining meters, but did the payload just move like quite far up? Because I
think-
thought they were going to get a fight on mid and then a fight before lead.
You staggered out. They
No,
staggered
they
out.
all died late. They all died
Yeah,
Yeah,
late.
they fucked
had one
their
for-
timing.
Yeah.
Like with overtime deaths, and I don't think anyone got like it wasn't even a wave thing because they all respawned at the same time as the game ended. They just really fucked their timing out.
And then it's, to be fair, that fight was going to be pretty hard for Falcons anyway, right? They were pushing into cage overclock without quite anything
they-
just yet.
They were probably cooked, and they have Kiri Tracer. Like that's not the comp you want in a cage.
I would not have expected to be the team to beat Falcons on this composition, but they clearly
Rewatch the last fight? Yeah, let me get up on the... Wait, I can just rewind on this. We might have to resync on the other side, but... You take another look.
It's all good.
So yeah, final 20 seconds. We're fighting on mid. The nano goes out. The Falcons don't have anything except Pulse Bomb. Proper's in behind.
Yeah, I'm really not a fan of the Tracer swap. Like I think the Kiri swap into the Ana is good, but like the Tracer's value is so much lower than the Pharah's.
So they one-shot Fielder. I mean, to be fair, in this fight, I mean, I don't know if they just want to try and play it slow for disengage. Yeah, but look, I don't know if you're on my screen right now, but when Gushway gets in his stomp kill, you remember the stomp kill he gets right with the tail and the nano on Fielder?
Oh,
The
they
payload
cut
is
so
almost
far.
round the corner,
Holy
yeah.
shit. Yeah.
Like the payload, where Falcons start this
Diagram
fight, you're expecting the cart to be like basically where it starts at the start of the map.
Yeah, it's just really bad. Really bad from Falcons actually. If they have Kiri Tracer and they still can't manage point, I feel like that's really, really rough.
Well, the thing is, like,
Should be one of
Proper
the strong
was,
points of that comp.
Proper was deep behind for the point, or for the flank, sorry, like pulse bomb attempts,
Yeah.
find a trade, blah, blah, blah. But then I think, like, actually, if you're doing that, like, you actually just want Fielder with him anyway, right? Like, let's really
Yeah.
believe a flank, and maybe it's a one-way trip for Fielder, but if he takes someone with him...
As long as you trade the Ana, you're always winning, I think. I think
Who was
that's
moving?
what that
who
comp
was-
has to do.
I think it's Monk moving point, actually.
Goat.
Because when they use this nano, Hanbin is not on point. He's taking a beating. He does live, so maybe it's just greed that they're actually trying to kite this nano rather than just take the fight, find a trade.
Maybe. I think it's really messy to let the Juno and the Ana live when one's pushing cart and one's in spawn. Like, you gotta commit for one, I think.
Yeah, because like by the
Circuit
time we
picks,
actually see
yeah.
the cart again, Monk's just been on the payload for the entire
Yeah,
time.
that's actually nuts.
So it's just
Circuit pick, finally. Ramban? The fuck?
Falcons want to play Sigma then. Seems really reasonable, right?
Yeah,
But then,
same thing as VP match, probably.
Yeah, Liga's gonna play Diva. Oh, Mayban's good actually for once again, right? They're gonna play the Diva Brig.
Yeah.
Interesting to see whether Falcons think the Sigma's actually still just really fine. Like, I think it probably was.
It really
or if they're just
should
gonna
be,
Diva
right?
mirror, right? Like, worst case, they can Diva mirror, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think Sig should win against Diva, theoretically. I didn't see that. Maybe it depends on rest of comp. They need Majed. Bring Majed in, let him play Alari.
Majed's not the answer here.
Right, so for
It's always the answer.
watching, which player are you having your eyes on from Falcons, especially? Like, who needs to step it up to bring this one step closer?
On the side of Falcons, I think you really have to have your eyes on Stalker here. You know, this flex DPS on this team, that's the player that you're looking for.
Yeah, it's actually, to be fair as well, it's always, I was gonna say it's a rough one for Liga to come in, but I feel actually, based on how the Circuit Royale went last time, I think you're really fine.
Gushua's done the hard work. He's won the impossible matchup and he's won on Mauga.
Liga's the closer, yeah. I won my Malga map, mate. You got this.
No, it's actually the worst feeling when you're like a sub player and you come in and you just lose all your maps. Like I've done it before.
They come
It's
out
like
with Max
you see your
Theory.
teammates like doing God's work and then you just lose.
Max Theory is where you come in, you lose your map, and then it also happens to shatter your team's mental on the way through too.
I mean, at least finally they got punished for it. That shit actually pissed me off in Maga meta when they would do that and just win. That shit pissed me off.
Why didn't Falcons select Circuit for map 3? I mean, to be fair, they really should maybe not should have won Runa Sapi, but they certainly had the chances to win Runa Sapi.
Yeah, they have the comp matchup.
Yeah, I don't think
On paper that should be a win.
Yeah, like Falcons got exactly what they wanted. Like, we got Amalgamira on Runa Sapi. Cool.
This actually is just losing bias. Like, I don't know who this is, but I'm not flaming them. But they're like, why did Falcons full Malgamira Gushue? Like,
Yeah.
Just because they like, if they win, they're like, yeah, that's easy win. But
yeah, I can see some of the because we talked about, is it better to protect against Circuit Royale? But I think it's a combination of one. Once again, I'm just happy with their comp on Circuit Royale. Whether like we agree with it or not, they just think Circuit Royale, they're not scared of it in the same way maybe some of the other teams are. And also the fact that I think actually on some of the other maps, like we talk like Junkertown and Route 66, these are the maps, this is where I guess some of the Mew weak link theory stemmed from, is if it's just an Anna Brig Winston mirror on those maps as opposed to Kiri Lucio, then there's a chance for actually Fielder and Chio to be the difference makers over Monk and Mew. But also it might seem like Anna Brig is maybe just becoming increasingly not the Winston comp in the mirror.
yeah,
At least on, like, because there's no Gibraltar, right? No Dorado, none of these really extreme long-range maps.
these are all dive. There's a lot of dive maps, but none of the like high ground based ones. I think. I feel like Anna Brig just gets harder and harder to run these days. Maybe like the game becomes more like speed and tempo based.
I think that's why you see, like, suddenly Hazard feels like more than viable, right? When we saw Nightmare play it, the Diva seems like a really fine place in a lot of this too.
Yeah. No Dorado, no Jib, no Numbani. Like you're missing all of like the classic dive maps. But you've got all the newer ones where you can play it, but you'd probably rather have a Lucio like Suravaza and shit. Like old pushing flashpoint maps, I think it's really easy to run Lucio compared to Anna Brig, especially.
Well, here's one from Sans. Isn't the BAP ban better here? Because the BAP ban was what once again did against Virtus Pro. And I do think there was a difference where they're actually playing to just punish Vestala a lot. Like Brig in his phase, Diva flying backline, Genji on top of him. But it's suddenly if Fixer was on BAP and can lamp him, is it a difference maker enough in those fights? Maybe. I don't know if there's an element of like, will they play BAP? Right? It's not like they can't, but will Falcons do it?
What backline did VP play? Was it Juno Brig?
It's just Juno Brig, I think, yeah. BAP was banned, and Ram was banned.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the lamp would be nice, but I think in theory the Juno Brig should be able to keep your tank alive. If you give him speed and you have a Brig standing there, I don't think your tank should be able to get ran over very easily.
Yeah,
it should prop him up really well.
I think the BAP ban it just becomes down to what you think is more value, right? Because the BAP ban is value, but also the Mei swap, when Jaywin made that, it made a difference. Mei is really annoying for the Diva as well.
Yeah.
So it feels like both have value. It's just which one you think is bigger, makes your comp easier.
I think the Mei might actually do a better job keeping the tank alive than the BAP does, to be honest. Like, the wall is basically a lamp, and then you put out constant pressure on the Diva as well.
Alright. Diva Brig Juno?
Classic. Boring ass comp.
I guess they're not even gonna try. So just Diva Mirror.
Should Hanbin swap Winston?
Maybe 6
I'm not joking, I'm not joking. Should he not? If we're just gonna play these comps, does he not just go like Winston and a Brig or something, and do they just win?
Man, if he has balls, he pulls out the Zarya. But...
Yeah, true. Maybe Sigma's just a dead art on this map. Maybe Juno. Maybe Juno is just too good.
Don't overthink it.
You don't think?
It's actually time to go Winston. People writing game is done. It's alright, so 1-for-1 trade, Falcon stabilize here.
Oh.
What's the important... I think I've not really seen this mirror. What's the important thing here, right? Because the Diva's actually going to have a really hard time pushing into a Juno Brig reliably.
Yeah.
Because it kind of just becomes brawlier.
Yeah, I mean...
And we're just
a lot of brawl, a lot of Sojourn charge, I think.
Yeah, it's like trying to swing out with your... Like, not to be the main small player in the call again, but I think you can hold... I think you can do so much on Brig. I think you can take so much space on Brig in this comp for your... But you're taking it for your Soj, right? Like if you can get your Soj into nice positions and block with Brig.
Quick rallies here, right? Like Fielder's actually got it already.
Yeah. You should be doing
yeah.
God work on Brig into Diva Genji. Oh.
Fielder smashed him. Just slight rally advantage, one and done. Now ult advantage. Oh wait, Hambin has a bomb. He should be fine for mech. It's not the end of the world, but... Oh, they're running it back quickly. Liga didn't have mech, though. They're pushing with the baby team. The Mew's in there. Hambin's going to get bashed, but they've got no damage. Oh, they fluffed the push here, actually, here once again.
Oh, that's really bad, actually, yeah. Because, like... This is not the end of the world, but... turn this corner with both supporters. A lot easier. Hot take.
Now it's just, yeah, really even. Just Rayblade versus Rayblade. Overclock's thrown in there as well, maybe. Just Genji gap.
Yeah.
Or maybe a Shy gap. Hard to blade now. They're going to Ray back anyway. Stalker doesn't have Overclock yet, and Shy is just going to kill everyone with his Ray Overclock.
I think I'm behind a little bit. I'm on 39, 38,
Right, keep
37,
counting.
36, 35, 34, 33, 32,
We're
31.
there.
Am I good?
There we go.
Good.
Nice.
All right. As for it's the perfect kill, right? Just all of a sudden the ult combo just doesn't come through.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Hambin's last to spawn here as well, so the touch is really ugly if they want to go for it. Proper has to go first. Proper's going to take a lot. Frees up the blade for Lee.
Oh, he gets away.
Oh, counter blade from Proper. They still haven't given the cap. Patient from Proper, Overclock too. They use a lot for it, but it's okay. Really okay.
Yeah, this should be a really hard retake. I think Falcons DPS can play so wide on this point that it makes it really hard to walk up.
Feels like it should have been so impossible for Proper to get the better blade there when he also had to, like, rush for the touch.
Leaf just fucked it up. Like, Proper used both cooldowns and Leaf bladed him, but he just lost him, I think. He lost him on the last, like, slash.
Rally advantage now for Fielder. Just for closer. Really
Proper's
aggressive
holding
with it last
all the
time.
space on the map. Holy shit.
Oh, they go in. They want all the kills right now. This is going to make the touch so ugly if they die here. Shy can't get out. Counter rally. Trade.
Ooh.
Bombs out too. Another kill.
They traded two, but they still have to walk like...
The cart is so close though.
That's an enormous trade, holy shit. But yeah. The
Yeah,
cart's so close.
Hambin's going to make sure he's trying to live. Yeah, Hambin's going to stall it out actually. Spawn's coming back.
Monk's just traded it. He to Ray.
He has Ray when he gets back, but he's gonna be arriving mid fight here. So Falcons can take the fight beforehand. Not a load of damage onto Hambin. Monk's coming back. 10% off Ray now. Fielder stepping up onto the point. It's now just a full neutral into overtime. Can't leave a point.
Yeah,
Hambin's lost HP straight. Ray.
Let them get back with the Ray.
Yeah, 15% for Trio still. 5% now. No bomb for Hambin.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't press it.
Falcons they need to do something game winning before Monk got back. Like maybe they could have taken all of left side or something. They needed to get an angle to take advantage of the Juno death, but they just kind of sat still. They do get to retake with the Juno ult now though. She did not die to this overclock, get a really nice retake, and they should get the hold set up again. Yeah, I feel like in this comp it's a lot about whose DPS can control more of the map. Like, if your DPS can play wider, then the Juno break has to play a lot more passive, and it kind of snowballs into your Diva doing more.
Early overclock. Ray can once again kite. Kite looks really fine. Double slide. We're so far out. Blade to keep going from Proper. Needs a kill. Needs a kill. Bombs out from Liga. Hambin's trying to force the kill. Stalker gets the kill. It's cost him so much in the end, though, going for all of this.
Yeah, that's really nice. These guys are so good at kiting ults, I swear. They actually do it every map.
I mean, this is also classic Falcons, right? Like, use one ult, they disengage, and fuck it, we're just going to keep pushing where they have no cooldowns while they're out, but you had to use both DPS, so...
Yeah. And it's a fight you need to win, so I guess it's fine to keep investing, right? Because once again, invested 2 into it as well. It's not like they didn't do anything.
Oh, they forced for rally early. Mew's trying to live.
Nice.
Will live. Fielder hasn't used rally here. Blade comes out. Now he responds. Oh, he's crushed Leaf there.
That was actually perfect.
Proper's still getting traded, but
Yeah.
they're going for more. Fielder's going to get the kill.
Has Mew not rallied and spawned 3 times in a row? His rallies are always so forced. The Falcons are really holding tempo a lot, I think.
Yeah, Fielder's had the better ones for sure, but it is Fielder.
Yeah, but it's easy to have the better rallies when your team's holding the tempo, I think. Like Fielder's kind of rallying of his own accord, but Mew feels like he's being pushed into a corner and forced to use it every time. I think it's more of a team thing.
1-for-1. Monk dies before he gets this Ray. There's no way to push up this slope now. And this is the problem for, once again, because that fight 2 fights back where Falcons overspent, right? They had to use all those ults to chase.
Yeah.
Because they get the high ground hold, even though in theory, once again, have these opportunities with slight ult advantage and stuff, it really doesn't feel like it half the time on like this part of the map when you're the retaken team.
Yeah, you need to blow your ult advantage just to get up the choke without shredding all your resources, I think. It's like really, really messy.
Ray's traded, Mew's dead. As this comes in,
Ah.
Proper's all over shy. It's just over. We'll gain a few more meters.
W.
Take what you can get. Need a giant bomb. No. Damn.
It's rough. I think the defense is much easier. I think you need to have some insane commit play on attack to take away some of the DPS control. Maybe Falcon. I feel like Falcon's gonna do it in one fight, but I'm not sure. Majeda's won against China. That's all I'm saying. That's actually true. Maybe Majeda's the answer. Maybe Majed can get them over the mental block.
Think about it, 9K, mate. 5 of your players keep losing to China. 1 of your players
One of them
always
doesn't.
beats China. Which players are we going to play? It's obvious.
That core of players is going to see a Saudi player in the server and they're just going to like shit their pants. It's going to see shades of Yubi. Why does it always look like Hanbin is bugging out? That guy's he's tweaking.
It's just the nature of playing Diva.
Yeah. You need to be a little bit spun to play Diva like that. It's the same with Vest. Like you watch Vest play and that guy's a little too dialed in all the time.
Alright, Chinese fans trying to make a bit of noise.
This is really holdable, I think. I think this is...
Yeah,
Yeah, I think they can do it.
you get a good couple of fights. The nature of this mirror is that it's just a pretty even brawl mirror, right? So you can just win.
Yeah.
You can really win 3 or 4 fights in a row in this comp.
Yeah, especially when you have the better DPS angles. Like, I think it's really reasonable.
Yeah.
I think if they can win like 2 or 3 in a row, then you're right. They'll probably hold it. But Falcons also might just blow through this in one fight because they've taken early advantage.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
win
no
this
ring.
neutral. Yeah, win this neutral hard enough as well. They just kill the space. This is the hard one to clear, like Leaf's position right now. Proper's going to try
Yeah,
and
now they
challenge
have-
that.
now
They
they have-
cleared Leaf.
Stalker's just gonna go. Yeah, this is really bad. I think. Actually,
See,
no,
Proper's
they
got right
could've-
side.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
Shy's been
this right
forced
side.
out.
This right side is the position, right? Because now Proper has this. Once again, can't hold close anymore. And
Stalker
it all
can
stems
swing
from-
wider because
yeah,
of it too.
Exactly. They lost the initial neutral, so they had latest. So Falcons had the latest speed ring, and they just use it to take the whole map. But then Shy shoots them all in the head, so who fucking cares?
I mean, it's like good. It looks a good Overwatch from Falcons because they're doing the same thing, like rinse and repeat. Clear the space, clear the space,
Yeah,
clear the
yeah.
space, and then they feel like they've got like the
Mew has
fatal blow
rally. Holy
essentially.
fuck. Yeah. It was
Yeah,
really
it's-
nice neutral from them. They just got skill gapped.
You know, actually, old disadvantage as well. The power of losing the neutral is you get to do more healing. An elaborate.
Yeah, that's true.
Mew's got this rally as they swing around the corner. I don't know if they're ready for this. Yeah, they're really not ready for this. I think they're a little bit
That's a
surprised by that one,
fast rally.
Falcons. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really nice because they gave the space for free and then they just push it all back. I think Falcons weren't expecting it.
And now they actually have a slightly faster Ray, but I think they'd be less inclined to go super fast with this.
Yeah. I think now you just sit back now, I think. Maybe you need to farm your Sojo before the fight starts. But then you just kind of chill with your Sojo, and then you ult defensively. I really like this hold. Like, they're holding really wide. I like, and then they're, yeah.
Chio doesn't have the Ray yet. Blade comes through. Need to win on this timing. Yeah, they will be good for it.
But they...
Ult advantage, yeah. It's like,
yeah.
It's hard for once again, because I think you have to go with the combo, because you don't know, like, you don't know Chio's on 98%, so you take the call as it is. But now... Now, if I'm once again, I think holding forward is the right decision. Overclock early. They're playing for either just playing to trade or playing to disengage. But yeah, it looks like they're going to try and walk backwards now. Rally in response from Fielder.
Yeah, that's nice. They walk back from the rally.
The problem is there's still 2 more ults coming. Yeah. They
need to die on this corner.
Or disengage again is okay if they can. They speed ring in. Blade comes through. They're trying to disengage. Leave doesn't.
This is greedy as fuck. They're probably not going to get 2 fights now. They're going to stagger out.
If Shide can live. He's solo. Proper. Goes for it. Yes. Hanbin crushes it.
That's the second fight gone. Yeah, like, the first carry was really reasonable. Even the Juno carry was reasonable, but I think once Proper bladed, I think they just had to fucking run down to the cart. Yeah, they don't even touch.
No.
He's
committed. Yeah, he's committed shift.
Yeah.
Stagger the baby. Push everyone else. Yeah, but even if you let Liga get mech back here, it's going to take him so long they have to touch. It's so fucking hard. Ult advantage for once again is for saving grace.
They're gonna struggle to even get 1 fight, I think. Like, they're gonna have to take this space pretty aggressively.
Leave can touch. Liga will be back soon, and they do have the ults. Falcons are probably just going to force the objective, kite one of these ults, because once again, maybe going to be forced to try and commit one early.
Yeah.
Speed ring now.
Yeah, there's the rally.
There's the rally. If they can kite it out, Bash just land onto Hanbin, so they might be able to get the kill, but Hanbin has self-destruct. It's a Poco bomb. Not quite. Fielder dies. Let's get back into mech, though. We're going to regroup. Once again, should just be slow it down now, hold the corner. They have Ray advantage. Stalker's going to swing. They maybe have to Ray back. Jumping in. D-mech. Self-destruct. Can't find the baby. Shield up. Can't find the baby.
Oh, go on, yeah.
Once again, have stabilize. Mug still has Ray too.
Good
discipline. Good discipline from once again now. Oh, where's Mute in here? Oh, Crispy can see the future.
Oh no,
Ray versus Rally as well. They can take in this fight. The Ray's in a bit of a weird position actually, maybe. Yeah, the Ray was so far forward there. It was like on the ground, going through the house.
This should just be cooked now. Yeah, that's the type of mistake Falcons doesn't make. I think that's a bit of a difference. I don't think Falcons are making that mistake with that good of a hold.
I feel like they were playing it perfectly in terms of like Monk just wouldn't press for Ray in the sense that we can just hold the corner. You have to use something, and then as soon as you overstep, we'll do it. They disengage the overclock for free, and then Mew just gets. I didn't see exactly how he got there, but he ends up in a position that he really doesn't want to be in. And like Mew's position looks like they're getting ready to push with Ray, which I guess they did Ray just afterwards, right? But that feels like you've been so patient for so long. Do you need to press for Ray at that moment and go for the push?
Yeah. I mean, we should be... Oh, once again, off map and hero pick. Surely they get us to a dive angle on map 5. Surely. I mean, what's the best dive map left? Is it like Roots? Junkertown? I don't think you pick Junker... I don't know, actually.
I think you could Junkertown. Thank you, Ecliptic, for the prime.
Yeah. But what do you even ban, though? You have no Lucio ban, no Mauga ban.
Yeah, it's actually not easy. I was thinking about it. Because Mauga is open the entire time.
You might just have to lock in a Diva ban, and then try and pick something that you think can win against Mauga. But then they might just mirror Monkey if you
They use Ana ban, right, Falcons? So you could play Ana... Yeah.
Or you just protect ban Brig if you want to play it that bad. But
what's the hybrid ban for?
It's Blizzard World and King's Row.
Yeah.
I mean, Blizzard World isn't bad, but yeah.
It just depends what you want to ban. Like,
I feel like Blizzard World is more Anna Brig than it is Kiri Lucio, though. I feel like if I'm once
Yeah,
again,
I mean, do they want to play Ana or do they want to play?
I think they want to
that's
play
what he
Kiri
was asking,
Lucio.
I think.
If I'm
Yeah,
once
but I
again,
feel like
that is.
Ana's better into the Maga, you know?
But then you can just
Maybe
make a
they go-
map they can't play Malgaron, right? Like a Route 66 or something.
Maybe you just Blizzard World ban Diva, and then even if they ban Brig, I don't know. I don't know actually. It's really hard.
I think you Route 66, ban Diva.
Yeah.
Or wait, is a Kiri or Lucio ban open? I guess like a Kiri or Lucio
Yeah,
pick you.
Kiri is
they're
open,
both-
but
Yeah.
They have to, if they protect support, the Winston ban's burnt, right? So they don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
And maybe
No
you
Monkey,
actually,
no Ana.
maybe you do just protect support then, right?
Yeah, so like, what bans are you even scared of? Trissa Brig, maybe? Trissa Kiri?
Yeah, but if you're going to play Kiri Lucio, I think, yeah, and plus you protected support anyway, right? So,
Yeah.
Are they definitely scared of Anna Brig?
I don't
Once
think so. I
again?
just
Isn't
think
that
on
just like
paper.
it's just always been banned against them.
I don't know. Like, I think because in OWCS China, they were losing. They lost a map to Rock Esports on Anna Brig and swapped off it when they were in the Anna Brig mirror. So I think there is like a. I don't. Maybe scared's not the right word, but I think they'd rather play the Kiri Lucio version.
I feel you.
yeah, I think they have to protect it though, just in case. Like Maga
Yeah, the
comes
Kiri
along
ban
and
could
they
really
ban
fuck
it.
them. I think if they leave the
I
Kiri
think,
ban
I
open.
think just. Yeah, because right, if you ban like fucking Life Weaver, you leave open every variation of dive basically, right? Because they can't ban Monkey and they can't ban any support, so you can play what you want. Maybe it's
Yeah,
best.
they don't want to ban Tracer. They want to play Tracer.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe they ban
So-
Soj only ban?
Yeah. Then
Question
you just
mark?
kind of get. Yeah, that might be bad.
But it doesn't really do anything. You know what I mean?
Just like swap to Cass maybe or Ash. It's like banning
Yeah,
out hits
but
counters
then
really
I mean the
hard.
only advantage is that like Lucio Kiri is better with Soj. It's a little bit
That's
worse
true.
with like
Yeah, I think that they're probably down to play Lucio Kiri after Surava, so I felt that was such a nice Lucio Kiri map from there.
my prediction is support protect into a Soj ban.
Sojourn ban. I actually don't hate it. Esperanza.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Maybe I don't hate it either.
Preding. What am I preding?
It's still
Maybe
all
a
the
Diva
same
ban?
bans, right? Like, as in support bans still?
Yeah.
You still want to play Winston Kiri Lucio here? Does it fall
Yeah,
into
I'm
the
putting a Diva-
category?
Yeah, there you go. Support protect.
Then Falcons ban...
So
Has to
Falcons
be
have to.
DPS, right?
Do they ban?
Yeah.
I mean, Sojourn isn't a crazy ban, right? They play
I-
fucking Tracer.
I
Fate
think
or something,
Soj
maybe?
You ban
Soj
Soj.
only then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you ban Soj, you play Diva Torb, Oh, Hazard. What the fuck? Okay.
Are they going to Winston?
What's next?
They're going to Winston, but they don't want the Hazard swap to be available?
you think they're gonna? You think they're gonna monkey mirror map 5?
I think they might do
Actually,
it. And
I
a
feel like
Brig
they should just
Winston.
roll back out on the. You think you can play the Diva comp without Juno Brig? Like Diva Torb Cass? Maybe not. I don't see what else they're gonna play. Cause I don't think you can play Mauga and win.
It'd actually be Giga Chad to fucking ham Binston map 5.
Just a full
I-
mirror.
He pulled it out. He pulled it out earlier.
Try
and
it
lost.
again, you know. one final dive mirror against these Chinese guys, see what happens.
Dude, Falcons cannot win against once again.
They
Just
tried. Did you
fuck
see him
that.
play with? Do you see the Winston swap earlier, Chris and Suravasa?
Yeah, he got him, he pooped off the map. Scam.
Honestly, Hampton got 2 opening picks that fight, like those fights as well. He was doing
Yeah.
everything until he ran to that
I'm
problem. with
horrifically
Predatory.
down for a Monkey Mirror map 5. I'm actually clamming for this.
I really think Soldier ban could have been good. Like it makes the Lucio Kiri like DPS a little bit worse.
Yeah, I agree. And it probably makes Diva better as well, right? If
Well, Shy will
like-
just play Cass, right? And then maybe you could just play the Diva into it, and suddenly Shy feels pretty killer.
Yeah, but like Cass, Lucio Kiri?
Yeah, it's really
No,
awkward.
not
You
too
can't
good.
you can't flip very easily. You need to slow your tempo down a bit.
Yeah, then if
And then
Shy
they-
goes on
they
to
play,
flex
like, Cass
DPS, you're
Torb.
just happy.
Yeah. I don't know. I wonder why they banned Taz.
It must be Monkey then. If they
It
don't
does
wanna-
imply Winston, right? It does imply
Yeah, I know.
we want to play Winston and we don't want them to do what?
Like,
You know,
yeah,
after they saw the
screaming
Nightmare
It's
game,
cover theory.
right?
It's
They actually saw the
cover
Nightmare.
theory.
They saw the Nightmare game and thought, if a fucking Australian can do it.
Or they're just down with or they just didn't want to ban anything, you know, it's like a void ban. But that feels like, I don't know. Maybe they just think they can win against the monkey comps, they don't want to ban it out. Which is another thing where, like, if you win, it's a good strategy, and if you lose, you're a fucking idiot. You're like, shit coach, but I don't know.
Need some vibes here, buddy. Need some vibes here.
Sparkle's giving no vibes, what the fuck?
Sparkle, can we up the vibes, please? We need
Until we'll be bringing all the vibes. They wouldn't understand them, but they'd get they'd understand the meaning. Sparkle's just like sat there looking sad. He knows they're cooked.
Come on, Sparkle, mate. It's map 5 of the upper bracket semis. Lock in. Words of wisdom. See, look at it. Is this YXL or Kama? I don't know what either of them look like.
I don't know.
But you see how he's pacing up and down, you know? I mean, you're the expert on this, Chris. Is he given who's given the better coach on the stage?
You're behind them, you know, so they don't really they can't really feel your aura. Use just your words. So you
can see you're pacing out of the corner of the eye.
You reckon so? I just kind of like sit down actually when I'm on stage.
He's chilling.
You know?
Thank you, iQuide, for the 11 months as well. Welcome back. What happened in the Nightmare game? Oh, got the early bird gets the worm, mate. Nightmare just did well. They're just the best in the world. Oh, he's gonna go Malga.
Yeah, I guess that's why they didn't ban Soch, because they don't know with Malga, but... Oh, fuck. Monk needs to roll out on Ana, I think. I feel like swapping Ana after you lose first fight is so hard. Retaking this map on Ana is actually awful.
He wants to start Genji? Or Proper wants to start Genji into Monkey?
What else could they possibly be expecting? Like, you know?
Gucci's really pulling a fast one on them by picking Monkey.
So this is, I feel like once neutral, super hard. It's actually a play for Kitsune Rush angle maybe for once again, but the nature of this first fight in Esperanza, you can play it really slow if you are once again.
Yeah.
It's actually Fielder who's got the faster Kitsune as well. Are they just not shooting Goose, right?
Hammond's just taking more damage, I think.
Yeah.
He has the bigger hitbox. But can Falcons even win that hard off an early rush? An early Kitsune rush? I feel like Falcons
I don't think they can win off it, but if they have a Kitsune rush to mirror, like if Mug doesn't have a Kitsune rush advantage, because if both teams mirror Kitsune rush, it's better for the Malga team.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Slow and steady, Hampin half HP, building the has a Kitsune rush. Nothing
20
yet.
Cage, what you love to see.
Hampin will be getting a cage in the next 2 to 3 business days.
He's on. Well, he's built 30%.
Oh, I think going.
2 minutes.
Suzu forced by Hanbin. Kitsune rush to catch him up. Monk doesn't quite have it yet. Disengage. Not. No. Hanbin catches him. Alright, yeah.
Shit.
Decent enough.
Okay.
Good stop by Hanbin. Forces for Suzu. Kitsune rush gets him out of it. Okay. Now support ult advantage for once again. Proper's gone on to Tracer now too. Makes a lot of sense.
I don't know why I didn't start on it. But...
Kitsune rush. Oh, he's so low. Stalker ties, beats late. I don't know if he actually had it in time, but either way, it doesn't work out. He's going to die before he gets beat as well, so it's just turned into a brawl. Chio's 1, dead. Alright. That's actually unbelievable value from once again. A 1-for-1 trade on that retake.
Yeah, it's really... I wasn't expecting the retake to be that easy to be... I feel like they got the kill on Stalker a bit too easily.
Now, overclock early in this one. Touch is going to be so hard. Hammer's going to try and take high ground. Stalker can overclock as well, but I feel like Shies is just going to be better. Hammer's stalling at the point. Shio's going to try and cross. Overclock now from Shy. What are they overclocking? Disengage from Hambin. He's stuck on the wall. Did he get... I feel like you can't get body blocked, but it feels like it was almost body blocked. No. Either way, he doesn't get out. Stalker's gonna... They beat at the overclock.
It's reasonable. Clock is so good at burning tanks now when you can charge it to 150. It actually melts.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that beat, but it's like a safe beat, you know?
Yeah.
Hambin's gonna get this. Hambin nearly has cage. This is for high. If Hambin gets to cage, they need to kill everyone else. There we go. Pulse bomb's out. Chio's under a lot of pressure. Primal on the back line. Nowhere to go. All lines up for Gushwei. All lines up for Gushwei.
Yeah, Hambin has to touch, so they just go past him. Just like so he can get cage impact.
So important. This type of map, any push map, really get lead. And then now all of a sudden you have the chance to say some of these cage fights now are going to be so hard for once again to win. You can actually you can force them on the enemy side of the map. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, this Kitsune Rush versus Cage isn't too bad actually. For once again, means they can actually take the cage fight.
Prime once again position. I feel like they can just play the old cycles, play like to lose at the right times.
Look at the back line too, right? Like
yeah.
Oh, he dodged it! He dodged it! Oh, fuck.
Game loser.
Now the Kitsune Rush on their own tempo. Comes in perfectly. Takes a lot of damage from that pulse bomb. He actually gets traded. But Kitsune Rush doesn't do too much, I think.
That pulse looked like it was on the outside of the bubble.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
They still win. Like, these guys
it's still Kitsune Rush advantage. I mean, Gushwei sort of fluffs it afterwards, but he does the hard bit, right? Outplay the cage. Now do. Now Chio has beat, but this is once again real meters on the board, really, 80 meters plus.
The chance of them getting a pick in this fight is just astronomical. Like they've both well they're both DPS ults, but now Shy's been one clipped. Cheers proper.
Falcons want to win this now without using beat. Once again, I'm going to slow it down.
Once again, just get to go and sit back up on the high ground. Maybe their high ground since Shy's dead, but
yeah, once again,
clock from high ground.
Is they're playing all of these fights like they're so disengaged pilled essentially in terms of rather than take like a messy trade fight.
They're so good at it as well. I feel like they're always like they always either get out, they're like half a frame away from greatness. But now they have it's like a repeat of first fight, except Falcons are forced to push them.
Yeah, they have the Kitsune Rush and the beat ready to go. Shy's going to start with overclock. Kitsune Rush in response. Chio's going to beat. You get slightly later beat. Oh, good little dink on the low ground. Stalker gets Suzu'd. Suzu's good, but it's not enough. Shy can get traded. No, he can't. Shy's going to... he does die, but a double pulse bomb. All lines up.
These fights on the bridge are where, once again, need to make the fights messy, I think. I think the Winston comp is so much better at fighting on the bridge. Just because your tank's so much more mobile.
It's so nice for once you get the lead, and now all of a sudden, once again, can just be so picky with their fights, you know, in terms of we're only going to take them in these areas, we're going to disengage certain ones.
Yeah, exactly. It's like they flipped the strength of the Mauga comp, where it's like the Mauga comp has to fight on point, so once again can just spin the Mauga's head every fight and just ignore him. Like they've just literally jumped over Hanbin's head, one shot Lucio, because Hanbin's just chained to the point basically.
Now they come in, Kitsune Rush, I mean, not a lot of options for Falcons really. Get the ult out at least.
Yeah, I feel like you need Hanbin to swap. I don't know if you can win from this point on Mauga anymore.
Hey, you should go Winston, you reckon?
Winston or Kiva. I can see both. I'd actually rather have him on Winston than Mauga right now.
People complained when they saw the Hanbinston, but little did they know they would be crying out for its return.
Well, I've been a Hanbinston head. I've always been a Hanbinston head. But right, I just don't... I don't know. I think it's hard.
Top left, overclock for Stalker. Cage available for Hanbin. Can't afford to miss 2 cages. Gushwei jumps back again.
Yeah. It's like this is so hard, right? You need to make space to get Stalker's overclock off, but he's just gonna get primals, and the fight's gonna run long. And once again, has more mobility and better positions.
They've crept their way up to underneath, but once again, going to go onto the high ground. Mew's low. He goes for it! He goes for it! Weak
Oh,
link
dude.
theory holds true, and it's going to be a clean fight. Stalker, Stalker is going to get traded, and Gushue can get out with this.
Oh, look at the ults. Oh, Mew.
Oh no, that was just, and this is what you really. I know they Ajax, but this is kind of what you want. This, if you're the Falcons, the power of Cage to win you the ult economy in the long run, because they have to use a lot to compete. Obviously, really helps if they Ajax one as well.
Lynx is never dropping that in map 5, that's all I'm saying.
Real.
But somebody get Unter's license back right now. It's a house situation where everyone thinks he's wrong, but he was actually right all this time. Kitsune Rush and Alpha Fielder, overclock for both. Back foot for once again. Still have space to give, disengages. They contest on point, overclock out, Chio hits for beat, proper hits for pulse, and they're just deleted.
Oh, they actually fumbled.
Double
the
support
Primal
ult.
fight.
Yeah, 3 for 2. I guess pulse as well, but whatever. But now Falcons pushing for lead. No ults, but talked about the neutral. Neutral is better for Falcons, especially now we're in a flatter part of the map as well.
Yeah. Yeah, Gushue trying to mirror Handman on point is going to go really badly for him, because he's just going to get forced back, and now it's flipped to where before it was impossible because Handman had to make a move on Mauga, but now Gushue is trying to force a move into a Mauga. It's really hard.
Need Leaf to hit this pulse.
Need a
He's had
pulse.
recall forced
Yeah.
already. He's just been sticking with Mauga quite a lot as well. Handman's down to half HP. Shy forced to slide back. Gushue.
They forced the
The
shout.
lead's gone.
They forced
Lead's gone.
Oh,
And
they
Stalker
got
gets the
lead as
pick.
well.
30 seconds.
Shit.
Pulse bomb from Leave. Nothing. Oh, gets the follow-up kill, but trade for Gushue. It's not enough. They have to live now once again, conceding more meters.
Massive
And
Falcons,
Falcons.
right?
Yeah.
They're building up
Gushue's
the ults, but
multiple
they're
fights
gonna
now
need
they need
this-
to win once again.
yeah, exactly right. They're gonna need the beaten Primal just to stabilize, and then after that they're gonna be left with no ults again.
Or if they win it for
Unless they can
free, if they win it for free,
magic-
it's not
magic
over
pick
yet.
Handman.
It's not over yet.
It's actually really doable here, right?
Well,
They should
yeah,
get-
this is
they need a-
overtime
They
spawns
need a
and stuff.
mega clean. They need to win this fight as clean as possible and try and limit the support ults or the cage. Like, if they can build cage and support ults and keep them for last fight, it might be over.
Remember
They
what
need to either
happened?
win an ult.
Oh, sorry.
Go on,
Finish.
They need to win the ult fight. They need to win the ult fight and try and force some ults as well, or try and stop them from building them.
Got to remember as well, last time on Rena Sapi in this situation, Falcons fluffed a disengage that cost them the map. But so far, they've just burned through Gushue. Once again, they're going to have to spend more ults. Falcons are so close to their ults right now.
This is really
Beat
bad.
comes through from you.
Oh,
Falcons are
Handman
about to
dead.
have everything. If they can kill Hammond before,
shit.
Chio's going to beat. They're playing to win it now. Fielder's going to Kitsune Rush. Falcons are putting everything into this moment right now. Chio's under a lot of trouble. Pulse Bomb available for Leave. Proper finds for kill. Leave needs to hit this Pulse Bomb. Needs to do everything. 1 HP, but the pocket from Fielder's too much. Doesn't even get a chance. And Falcons, career redemption.
Yeah. Once again, they just fumble. They fumble their ults, right? Like, they fumble the most important ult cycle, I think. Like, they have 2 or 3 ults, and Falcons are coming up on all 5 of them, and they just don't get any value. It just shows. It shows the complexity of the comp, where it's like, I feel like Falcons can throw a lot of ults throughout the map, but as soon as once again fuck one cycle up, it kind of all comes crashing down for their comp. Getting the UB treatment right now. I get it.
Clip it, clip it, clip it. All right, Falcons,
Clearly-
upper bracket. Also, if I'm Falcons now, I'm actually laughing. You know, like Nightmare in the, I know Nightmare in the upper bracket final to guarantee yourself top 2.
Oh yeah, that's like, yeah, that's really nice. So clearly Mauga was the difference between the Korea-China gap.
Now
Which
this
makes
must
sense. Mauga's
this-
like, yeah.
the secret weapon was playing the same comp we played all year. I see.
Always good for a secret weapon.
Fuck's sake.
Really surprised they didn't want to play Ana into it. I guess they're just feeling Lucio Kira. So
Yeah. I think they need to roll out Ana. I think swapping Ana after you've lost on the retake is pretty hard. I was really surprised they didn't at least roll it out first fight. I feel like that's what most of the monkey teams do, right? So they roll it out first fight and then swap to carry.
I think the hazard
well,
ban
they
trips
have
him.
the Yeah,
Like it
that's
tricked him into thinking they were getting a Winston mirror, so they don't roll
It
out
actually
Anna.
might have. It actually might have.
I mean, we're probably going too deep here, but you wouldn't if you because we said it as well, right? Like maybe feels like they might actually want to play Winston into this. But I guess
Yeah,
also
yeah.
the banning Hazard is better into Malgan than Winston is, I think, in terms of actual survivability. So maybe they were
Probably.
just trying to do that all along anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's really surprising. I think most teams will roll out Anna first fight to sit on the bridge and throw nades. But I felt like a waste of an opportunity. Because like at worst, you just swap Kiri and retake. It's like you're probably gonna get your nano off in first fight. It's not like you're losing all charge, but I guess they didn't want to risk. Because I feel like if you do run Anna there and they roll out Monkey, you kind of just lose first fight off spawn. So maybe they didn't want to risk that.
Alright, I'm gonna roll out. It's
Bedtime?
4:40 a.m. Yeah.
Roll out, mate.
Hopefully I don't.
Roll out.
Hopefully I don't wake up to any surprises.
Crazy Raccoon out the
You think
Crazy
VP
Raccoon out the
got
tournament.
this?
I don't, sadly. I don't.
Will once again versus
I'm head
Sonok
out. See
be
you
one
guys.
of the
Alright, catch you
Have a
in a
good
bit.
stream,
Take
guys.
it easy.
Yeah,
Good
see you.
Well, thank you, Contest, as well for the Prime. Will once again VCR not be one of the best dive matches ever? I mean, it's got potential. I'm excited to see it. They both got to win their next games though. EMEA and NA potentially thriving. Maybe NA a little bit more than EMEA right now, but
I don't know how much thriving is going on with it. And the EU team hasn't beaten a non-EU team yet in this tournament, so Stalker MVP. I don't know if there was a standout player on Falcons. But they all
maybe I'm
kind of
leaning
did the shift.
towards leaning towards Fielder maybe.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable.
Every op felt good.
He's a pretty good player. I think it's valid.
Do you think they'll change the OWCS ban system to be the same as the ranked one now that it's in?
What was it? Was for ranked one 2 bans and
Like
2
two
protects?
bans.
Yeah. Do you think
Any
they'll try
protects
to like
or-
mirrorize it up? I don't know. I'm reading it now, but there's a lot of words. I kind of. Yeah.
I feel like it should be lined up, right? I feel like it makes the most sense to line it up. And maybe you do need 2 bans these days. I don't know. I mean, I like 1 ban. I think 1 ban's fine, but I don't know.
You think 2 bans is OP if it's like a coordinate? That's what some people say in chat. Will it be OP? Because you got to remember they'll happen in order as well, right?
Be
Like-
OP.
Both
Like,
teams
I-
could do it.
Yeah.
You can protect, right?
But I guess the idea would be if you get double first ban, is it just, or how would you do it? Would you do like Team A bans first, then Team B bans twice, then Team A bans last? Or do you just do like Team 1, Team 2, Team 1, Team 2?
There's protect bans as well, but this conversation is pointless because none of us actually know how the system works.
Yeah, I stopped reading it. I thought.
Like
right.
I'm thinking about the Marvel Rivals one where you both pick your bans and your protects at the same time, and if you ban a hero the enemy protects, then the ban's just voided. That's how it works in that game. I don't.
It's just like RNG.
I think
You
so.
like
I don't.
lose.
This is again. I don't even play that game. This is just how I think it works. Like I'm just brain dead, but I think the idea of protect bans is nice.
Chris.
I just get my politics in when I sit up.
Yeah, out of all
Well,
the ban systems, ABBA, ABAB, ACAB, you know, there's a few different ones all viable.
Always a cab.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get food before the next game starts.
Chris be desperate to avoid getting embroiled in our controversy. Alright, so Fool says you don't see the enemy's bans, you select your bans before the match, they're calculated behind the scenes, 4 unique bans come out, ranked choice voting. Oh, so you both teams pick their bans, irrelevant to the other teams, and then just it happens. I feel like it makes sense for ranked, because there's an element of speed here, but I feel like what you actually want in the tournament matches of esports games is you want them to, the bans to be in response to each other, you know? You want the coaches to have a chance to change that draft against each other.
어떻게 보면 경기를 뛰고 있는 입장에서 좀 이렇게 좀 멘탈적으로 좀 힘든가요?
저는 게임에 집중해서 그 환호 같은 게 잘 안 되고서 체감이 안 되는 것 같습니다.
I was actually I was too into the game. I was too locked into the game that I didn't really think too much about the crowd. So that didn't really bother me.
Didn't Hunter say if once again have a close series, Mew will lose it? The doctor is back in town.
Never win for the doctor.
Oh, a successful diagnosis.
경기 이제 다음 경기가 될 것 같습니다. 어떤 나이트면 좀 어떤 팀이라고 생각을 하시는지 그리고 또 경기는 어떻게 흘러갈 것 같으신지 생각하시나요?
나이트면은 일단 DPS 선수 2명이 되게 잘하는 팀이라고 생각하고 있고요. 근데 저희 팀이 더 잘하니까 그래도 오늘처럼 일방적으로 이기진 못해도 저희가 꼭 이길 수 있을 것 같습니다.
The Mew defenders are trying their counter spin now. It's actually this is actually a version of Chris Theory from yesterday. This is day one Chris Theory of the when we put forward a position and then one thing happens that maybe counters that out and there's one moment in a game, suddenly we're the biggest frauds in the world. When we point out a genuinely series-losing mistake from you in the most important map of their tournament so far, everyone's like, well, it's just one mistake, isn't it? You know? So, can't have it both ways. Can't have it both ways.
It's actually the most absurd result, like this fucking nightmare run. Like, it's actually so unbelievably impressive when you think about it. Like, the off-season happens in fucking SSG Team Liquid get to pick every single player that they fucking want. They get what's left. They don't get like a partner slot. They can't get any imports. And somehow they fucking win NA, and now they're the first team fucking ever to beat a Korean team, and they fucking just beat them on dive, you know, just like fucking no problem.
I think I don't know. I still think they use the breadth, if you know what I like. They still use the different comps, but they were just like small, like alternative versions of the comp, you know, like small changes rather than just. I think when people always you always think like Brawl versus Dive or something, or like Sick Bastion beats Dive like at the Overwatch World Cup or something.
Yeah, I mean, I flicked through it, but did they not just play like Hazard and Winston on the maps they won? With always with like Tracer hit scan? Was it not just like really?
Yeah, mostly,
like,
but it was
stuff?
not a mirror. If you know it, like they they never actually just took the dive mirror. I guess they did on like bits
well, I mean,
of
they
Ilios.
offered it on Queen's Tree, right? Like they played Winston the whole time. Just Crazy Raccoon opted out and played Ball instead.
Yeah. But I feel like what would have happened, I can't remember what the bans were on New Queen Street, but I feel like I don't think Kuffer sticks for Winston if say Jumbin just swaps to Winston after like 2 minutes or something. I don't know if he would have. Maybe it would have just been how's it going. I would have expected him to go Hazard, but I can't remember what the ban was.
But it was banned. I honestly think they would have just stayed Winston and a break.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe if like the Hazard wasn't open. Yeah.
Just kind of aura on them. That's all it is. Nothing wrong with a bit of aura.
Does this mean way greater than Crazy Raccoon? Yep, way greater than Crazy Raccoon. T1 even greater than both of them as well. So
yeah, I mean, Rush is actually
just a top dragon world.
Yeah, if Rush was at this tournament, he was taking it all, you know. I'm actually shocked Mag was working, by the way. Like,
really?
I swear the nerfs were so fucking. I mean, listen, I haven't touched this game since I was fucking brutally eliminated from playoffs. So everything I'm saying is with zero science or expertise behind it. But like, how the fuck is Mao get insane if he can't even like help his teammates at all, right? Like they have like no damage resistance on anyone except himself.
Just so much. I think it's still that he can hold so much space on his own and has so much point presence. I mean, if your backline can get away without the shout, then I think that's why it works. But
yeah, but
I think it would be hard in like a rush
meta.
Did
they play Juno Brig on that? No, they played Mauga,
Lucio,
Kiri, Lucio. I mean, honestly, like Kiri, Lucio, Mauga feels a little bit capper to me anyway, just in terms of like the ability to actually just sustain through these fights. But also, some of it is just like you look at. Think what was the biggest problem when we were in like hard Mauga meta? What was the stuff that caused you the biggest problems? Was it just always the fucking Ana, whether it was Ana Winston or an Ana Mauga? Yeah. And then we saw no Ana come out from Monk at any point, right?
Yeah.
Like, is that just a difference maker?
Yeah, I feel like there's like a few heroes which would make like this Falcons comp really, really hard, you know? Like
Pharaoh
Diva would
too.
obviously be pretty good, but obviously it's not really much. Like Pharaoh would be good. Anna, yeah. I really think, I don't know, yeah. I mean, obviously it's fucking insanely easy to captain Hindsight.